hoes. He is the fuck. Let's go. Fuck, where's Moast? He is the worst host. Fuck, where's Moast? He is the worst host. Fuck, where's Moast? He is the worst host. Fuck, where's Moast? He is the worst host.
Lit like a big, all these bitches on my dick wanna fuck me, and they dick, and you know I'm with this shit, so you know I'm about to hit, cause we too legit to quit. Lit poppy, lit like a big, all these bitches on my dick wanna fuck me, and they dick, and that nigga off the lit, and you know I'm about to hit, cause we too legit to quit. L-I-T, what that spell? That's me. Got a bad bitch waiting on me with a ID. Tell me that she wanna fuck. Tell me that she wanna suck. Tell me that she wanna all the above. And you know I fit the glove. OJ, kill it right. And you know I drill it right. Every time she fit a pipe, even though it fit it tight. You know I'ma hit it right. And she get it right. Hennessy eyes, centipede thighs. Go so well together, girl, we go so well together. Nothing lasts forever, so let's be nothing forever. Baby, you the hottest, I'm the coldest, fuck the weather. Ay, lit like a big, all these bitches on my dick wanna fuck me, and they dick, and you know I'm with this shit, so you know I'm about to hit, cause we too legit to quit. Lit like a big, all these bitches on my dick wanna fuck me, and they dick, and you know I'm with this shit, so you know I'm about to hit, cause we too legit to quit. Cause we too legit to quit. Hottest thing in Cali, that's just something you should know. You might see me on your TV, hear me on your radio. Hey, so hard on world, that's your girl, they call me show. When I pull up skirt, all these bitches wanna roll. Got a nigga from Chicago, say I'm colder than the go. I've been drinking all these drinks and I've been rolling all the stroke. Got a bitch from Alaska, say I'm colder than the snow. While I Kobe with the bro, know that everywhere I go. Lit like a big, all these bitches on my dick wanna fuck me, and they dick, and you know I'm with this shit, so you know I'm about to hit, cause we too legit to quit. Lit like a big, all these bitches on my dick wanna fuck me, and they dick, and you know I'm with this shit, so you know I'm about to hit, cause we too legit to quit. Cause we too legit to quit.
Hey dudes and dudettes, this is Perry Caravello, professional skateboarder, snowboarder, actor, comedian, rock enthusiast, star of the cult classic film Windy City Heat, and the king of Fright Night Comedy. And now, here's your boy, and my favorite black guy, Wes Moast.
What is going on, everyone? Happy Monday night. Welcome to the stream. We're gonna get caught up on some Cas3y because it's been a while since I did some Cas3y stuff. I do want to start the stream off right with a threat, like the stream, because I have a new song. I don't know if you guys what you guys think will be more annoying. I mean, I have this.
I heard she mad rich. I heard she dead broke.
Thought crime, spies are listening. Thought crime.
And I added a few new things. Like I've got this, which is amazing.
Good low soul. They ask you how you doing now, tell them better than them.
I'm single, looking for a motherfucking girlfriend. Are there any single girls that wanna date me? I'm looking for.
I mean, but then I also have this.
Cas3y.
Casey, 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 Casey. C-A-S-E-Y, C-A-S-E-Y.
Select the stream, okay? Or as Jordan says.
Like, comment, subscribe, share, ring the bell. Ting-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling.
I mean, there's even a fart noise, so I know that some of you, I'm speaking your language. So before we get started with the stream, let me say hi to some people in the chat. Let's see, I got Tommy M, who said he won't be able to be. He showed up just to say that he wouldn't be able to show up because he's on European time. So Tommy M was here. Vexus Girl, the Professor, George Glass, who was the winner of our bully pizza contest the other night, but did not contact me because George Glass, gluten and dairy free. Ivo von der Avert, one of those weirdos. Your Dog Daniel, Polynomial Purebred, Mama Gwen's Fat Ass Chair, Dragon Words, Mandy JS, Ricky Spanish, Vexus Girl again, Sprinkle Cake, The Time Machine, a lot of Vexus Girl, Voice to Voice, Silver Turtle Lady, Sad Face 09, Platroid, CC, Road Scholar, Slothcat, nothing better than that. Lunar Flytrap, then Smitty Werber Jensen, a cousin of Nuggies, I believe. Turd Ferguson, Evil Little McNuggets, DJ Payne 1, see, I think that's it. Wait, no. Hum along if you can't sing along with the super chat. Ever since the Jesse lore, I can't eat apples. Have you tried putting them in a butthole first? Because that's what her dom did. It was an apple in the butthole. Let's see who else. I think, is that it? Dom De Lita, Freelance Dom De Lita, Buddhist Beer, Peter O'Keefe, Craig Omofuggin Word, and Pussy Destroyer, Egbert Mandingo, Root Sinister. I'm reading like Nuggies today. It shit rubs off on you. Guys, illiteracy is no joke unless it's funny. And for Nuggies, it's funny. And then Conundrum. And I think that's it. Then, of course, Crispy Treat and Aaron W., who will be along later. Maybe Tebow Baggins will show up later. Who knows? Ilweirg FBI. So, guys, I am just ready to get into it. We are on. Oh, and the this beautiful stream art was provided by George Glass. So, George created this, and Normal Khan is here. So, we were on call 49. We finished up on call 49, so we're going to start today with call 50, and we're going to go into call 57. Now, my next Casey catch up, I think Blue Boy might actually join me for that stream. So that'll be a lot of fun. So let's just get started here.
Still think I'm fake?
No, I know you're not fake, but I'm tired of your bullshit that you're coming up with.
Well, what's bullshit about it?
That shit that you just don't say, Casey. Tell
Well,
somebody to go
what do you
kill
mean?
himself to save the baby's life.
You said you would die for a baby. I found a sick baby right here on the internet in Lewiston. You can die for this baby today. We can set it up for you.
Oh, so you want me to die?
Well, because you want to save this baby's life, right?
If taking a kidney out of my body.
Yo, how advanced does Lorne believe the internet is, where I could go and find a baby today that needs an organ, and I could die today? Like, find a baby today, die today. That's Lorne is so worried right now.
Body would save a baby's life, I would do it.
Okay.
If somebody was trying to kill a baby.
Okay.
If somebody was trying to kill a baby, I would die to save that baby's life.
Gotcha. Okay. So if the baby needs like a heart, you're like, no. I'm not giving that. Fuck that baby. But if it needs a kidney or it's in the process of being murdered, then you would save the baby.
Yeah.
So I'm supposed to take my heart out of my own chest and give it to a baby that won't fit in the baby's chest anyway.
You can shoot yourself in the head and give it to a baby.
Casey.
That won't damage the heart.
You're just saying some stupid shit.
Well, you said you would die for a baby, Lorne.
Casey, you're saying stupid shit and you know you are.
I'm saying stupid shit. You told me my family would turn into bloodthirsty murderers when I die.
You don't know?
Nobody knows.
Oh, okay. Well, I know that you said you would die for a baby.
Yeah, I would.
You don't know.
Doesn't mean I'm gonna go to the hospital and give a baby my heart that won't even fit in their chest.
Okay, well, hold on a second. Let me Google. There's a kidney transplant list in Maine. Let me see if I can find you a baby.
Oh, I've tried a couple times already.
Maine.
What does he mean? He's tried giving away a kidney to a baby a couple times already. I don't believe that's true. I think that's like his charity donations he claimed that he tried to make, and they sent back saying they didn't want his St. Jude's didn't want his money. But then when he thought he got a job with Hershey or whatever, he's like, "Oh, I'll finally be able to donate to St. Jude and Embergo." I thought you already did. Oh, I weren't telling the truth.
Babies list. Here we go. Could it be a boy baby, or will you only give it to a girl baby?
Well, kidney doesn't matter.
Okay, just want to make sure.
I've tried to do it twice already.
Well, here, I'll sign you up. This kid's name is Duncan. That's so cute.
I'm waiting to hear back from a friend from my town that I grew up in.
What?
Her son is, well, he's in his 30s now. 31 or 32, something like that.
Guys, stop making comments in the chat about his smoke-filled body part. How do you know they're not going to find a baby who's a chain smoker and who had a long history of alcohol abuse as a baby? You don't know. They might find it might be an Armstrong baby who came out smoking just a pack a day.
But he needs a kidney.
Oh, that's not a baby, though.
That's not a baby, but it's another life. If I take
I'm
kidney
trying
out
to
of
find
my
you a
body
baby,
to save his life, if I take kidney out of my body to save his life, why wouldn't I do it?
Okay, well, on this right here for Duncan, do you want me? I can send you a picture of Duncan. He's very cute.
No, I don't want any pictures of any kids on my phone.
Oh, that's right. Okay, well, want me to put you on here?
I don't know if I need probation's permission for that or not. I don't think.
Well, did you get their permission when you volunteered for your friends, didn't you?
I already told Ashley about them.
Oh.
When that
well, then were they fine with that?
It's for a kidney?
Yeah.
It's in Lewiston?
This kid is in Cas3y. Cas3y? Yeah.
Which kid? I think you can still put me in. And my blood type is O negative or O positive. I think it's O positive.
Well, you have to know for sure, so I can put you on this list.
Well, I can just look on my dog tag. I can give blood to anybody except AB positive.
Well, we're talking about a kidney. This kid needs a kidney.
I know, but that's what. Not every. There's only one blood type that can do that, and it's my blood type. I just can't remember if it's negative, O negative, or O positive. I think it's O positive.
Okay. So another thing I'm seeing on here, in order to donate a kidney, you can't be smoking.
No, I'll have to quit.
Well, what about your friend's son?
Huh?
Doesn't your friend's son need a kidney? Or are you gonna?
Yeah, well, if they can use my kidney, then I gotta quit.
Let me see how long you gotta quit. Okay, yeah, so you just gotta, it says you should not be overweight to be a donor, and if you quit, you must quit before 6 weeks. You think you can do that for Duncan?
No, I think I probably could.
I certainly hope so. His life depends on it.
And that's the reason why I probably could. Oh, negative.
Oh, negative. Okay. Let me see. Okay, so will you be able to attend a pre-surgical meeting if you qualify to donate this kidney?
I think as long as the kid's not there.
I love that the song from Karate Kid is blaring in the background. This picture looks a lot like the kind of pictures that EDP was sending to who he thinks are like not just the decoy, but several decoys. These are the kind of pictures EDP sent. EDP also sends pictures of his shit. Multiple teenage decoys have gotten pictures of EDP's shit in the same conversation he's trying to get sexual.
I think so.
You don't want to meet Duncan?
He's not allowed.
Casey, my situation, I can't. Unless I have permission from probation.
Yeah. Well, I hope they would think you wouldn't rape this kid if you're giving him a kidney.
Well, Casey.
You know what?
I said I hope they wouldn't think you would rape this kid if you're giving him a kidney.
Well, I'm no kidding, but.
Okay, let's see here. So they'll make 2 or 3 incisions in your abdomen.
Okay.
Sorry?
Oh, hold on a minute. Don't put anything in yet. We'll gotta wait till tomorrow because I have to talk to Mitchell and make sure that he's all right.
Wait, is that Karate Kid or is that Rocky 4? It might be Rocky 4.
With you putting my stuff on the computer and in there because it's considered me being on the internet without permission by a third party.
Oh shit!
So I mean, it's fine for Aunt Sharon to do stuff like that because she's designated for years now.
Crap.
Be doing.
Casey.
Well, can you just tell them that? Because I already submitted your blood type and your phone number. Could you just say that your aunt did it?
Just say that I'm what?
I said I already submitted your blood type and your phone number. Can you just say that your probation that your aunt did it if they call you?
Well, you're submitted it already. I'm supposed to put all the information in at one time.
What do you mean?
I'm just supposed to put all the information in at one time and then submit it.
Yeah, I did.
No, it's a multi-part form. Each page goes off to the government, and then you're registered. Just to accept it, you're registered. They're gonna come get your kidney whether you like it or not.
Did I put in your name?
Well, you can give us the kidney, or we'll take the kidney. We're not leaving here without that fucking kidney. That's how it works.
I put in your blood type and your phone number.
You put my name in there too?
Yeah.
Did you put my name in too? Lorne, that'd probably be the first thing they'd want to know would be your name. Did you put my name in? I haven't got to that part yet. I just fill all the other information. Lorne, are you stupid? That's a stupid question.
That'll be okay though, right?
Wow, if you already submitted it,
yeah, I think probation will be fine.
I think it will. Well, because we didn't think about it till you already submitted.
And you're getting a kidney, so. All right, so this is what it says. It says so.
I've been trying to help someone.
Yeah, well, this is good. We got Duncan here.
I was actually really pissed because there was a girl that was on TV and she was going around the whole country trying to do something good before she died because she didn't have a kidney. They couldn't find her a donor for a kidney. I didn't know how to get a hold of them to say that I'd donate mine.
Well, here you go. We found one. So about recovery, they'll have to give you a catheter to drain your urine for the first few hours since you can't get out of bed.
Hey guys, we're at 26 likes for the stream. I'm gonna set a timer for 30 seconds, and if it still looks like shit, we'll just listen to Jesse sing Thought Crimes or the Cas3y song.
After surgery, the urine catheter will be removed. It only takes a minute to remove and is essentially painless. The day after surgery, you'll be helped out of bed into a chair, and later in the day, assisted to walk with the help of staff or your family. You will slowly resume eating and drinking. It may take a day or two, to pass gas or have a bowel movement. It is important to take deep breaths in order to avoid lung infections after the operation. A spirometer will be given to you to assist in taking deep breaths. You'll be instructed by a nurse or respiratory therapist on how to use it properly. And it says you can expect to be discharged within 1 to 2 days unless you have complications from the surgery.
No,
And you can't lift anything over 25 pounds for the first 3 weeks.
Well, that'd be fairly easy considering I don't lift anything heavy on my job anyway.
Yeah, it says you usually return within 2 to 3 weeks, but you just drive all day. You can sit and drive.
Yeah, I can sit and drive.
You're not doing anything hard. Well, all right. Well, you're all set. You're all booked up for Duncan.
Providing they even call me.
Yeah.
I know there's a lot of people that donate.
Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, let me just see how many supporters there are on this page. On this giving. So right now there's 6 people on the list.
There's 6 people
for
on
Duncan. Yeah.
Well, maybe. How old is Duncan?
That is a good question. Let me see. He is 5.
Ivo von der Avert who donated 6 feathers, the official currency of Ivo von der Avert's island, 6 feathers, and his message was to play the Cas3y song because he said that he is extremely disappointed in the number of likes on the stream. And Ivo von der Avert, thank you for the feathers, and let's get into the Cas3y song.
Cas3y, Cas3y, Cas3y. Cas3y, 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 Cas3y. C-A-S-E-Y, 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 Cas3y. Cas3y, 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 Cas3y. Cas3y, Cas3y.
I heard she mad rich. I heard she dead broke. I heard she sniffing coke. Shut up, bitch.
Hey yo, Kim can spit. Man, she don't write her shit. Nah, Biggie wrote her shit.
Shut up, bitch.
I heard she.
I have a feeling you guys were enjoying that Cas3y song too much.
5, Jesus. That is so sad.
Yeah.
So did you think I wouldn't do it? That I was all talk?
Well, you haven't done it yet.
No, I signed you up for it because I knew you weren't all talk.
Okay. It surprised me.
Why is he acting like he did something already?
You need to quit smoking for this kid, so you should probably stop now.
Good, but they got to call me first.
Yeah.
I'm them things anyway.
Mm-hmm. I don't know how long this kid has, but yeah, hopefully.
Thank you very much, Ivo von der Overt.
Obviously has a big, so otherwise they wouldn't just put him on the list right now.
Yeah, well, time is of the essence, and there's always a reason not to quit smoking. But
like there's always a
this
reason
is a
to
good reason to quit.
Right?
What?
I said like there's always a reason to not come out here and see me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go figure.
Yeah, for me it's my job. For you, it's a child's life.
Yeah, well, the job's almost over, but you came up with a reason.
You don't even have a reason to not quit for Duncan.
See, you don't even deny it. You came up with a reason to not come out and see me.
What reason?
The reason that you were from the psych eval.
Oh.
Something that was from 2 years ago.
Well, you told me that Mitchell will be able to give me all the information, so he wasn't able to, so we'll have to figure something else out.
Hey, Honest, Dr. Cunt.
Just because I told the other woman to believe in me, what am I supposed to tell somebody when I'm with them at the time? Not believe in me?
Yeah, probably.
Because I'm going to want them to believe in me.
You can just not lie.
Well,
I haven't been lying to you.
Well,
since I promised you, I haven't lied to you.
Wolf, Lorne?
Huh?
You know the story, the boy who cried wolf?
Yeah, I do. Do you?
Oh, I love that question.
Yeah.
You already cried wolf to me before with Jamie.
I don't think you understand what the story's about because that doesn't make any sense. The boy who cried wolf kept saying there was a wolf, and everyone came to check. And then one day there really was a wolf, and they didn't want to go check because you lied too many times.
I'm Ricky Spanish.
Ricky Spanish. Ricky Spanish. Ricky Spanish. Ricky Spanish. Ricky Spanish. Ricky Spanish.
That was for you, Honest, because you said you didn't know who Ricky Spanish was.
Times. And the wolf killed the little boy and his entire family.
I lied to people that were lying to me. They were playing me when I was very serious about them.
You didn't know they were playing you. You didn't know they were playing you at the time.
I didn't know they were playing me, but I did know that they were doing some lying.
You always got a justification. Just because someone does it, Lorne can do it.
You don't want me to tell you the truth about it?
So what? Why you lied? I don't care why you lied. The fact is you lied to me. I don't care about what catfishes have done. We're not talking about them.
I have not lied to you since I promised that I wouldn't lie to you.
Okay.
I haven't.
Okay.
In the psych eval, I really thought that was the psych doctor saying that. I didn't realize that it was me saying that.
Yeah, you didn't read it.
Yeah, I didn't read the whole thing. I didn't lie about that. If I really knew that, do you think I'd been so happy to show you the whole thing?
You should have read it.
Hey, Kim S., welcome to the stream.
So happy about that. Huh?
You should have read it then.
Well, I should have, but still, I'm happy that you read it. I'm happy that I showed it to you.
Oh yeah, me too.
Because you're the one that's been, that I feel is being real with me.
Well, you called me fake like 2 seconds ago, but okay.
Yeah, well, you were pissing me off, so I decided I'd piss you off too.
Well, that doesn't piss me off. If you think I'm fake, then you can go fuck off. I don't give a shit. That affects you more than it affects me, Lorne. You're the one who wants to work towards a relationship. Like you calling me fake, who's that affect? That makes me not like you even more. So I mean, keep doing it all you want.
Wait a minute, you're turning the fucking tables here, Casey. I see exactly what you're doing.
Tables to turn, Lorne, because I have
look at the way he's standing. This looks like, if you've ever seen Napoleon Dynamite, this looks like a scene out of Napoleon Dynamite. Like this is a place. Napoleon is like you can't see him because the picture cuts off, but he's over here buying his outfit for prom or whatever the fuck dance he went to. Like he look at him. Just look at him. This man is definitely a yee boy.
The whole table.
You don't have the whole fucking table.
I do though, because I don't give a shit if you stay or go. So there's really no table to turn. I'm laying down on the table. I've set up shop here. I am the table.
You say you don't. You are not the table. We both are the fucking table.
We both are.
Why do you not understand that? I do have a choice in what I do.
Yeah.
I'm not going to let people push me around anymore like they did before with that fucking internet bullshit.
Oh.
There's always a fucking reason why they don't want to show up.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think it did to me when you came up with the fucking reason on that?
I think this is what I'm talking about. I don't care, Lorne, because I'm not them. So anything,
I know you're not.
Any dumb decision you made in your past that got you catfished is not my problem.
I know you're not them.
I'm not going to say, well, he's been catfished, so I got to do it this way. I'm going to do it the way I want to do it, regardless of if you've been catfished, and regardless of past women telling you they'll go up there and then they didn't go up there. It doesn't, you know what I mean?
Okay,
it means nothing to me.
Listen.
If you don't think I'm real, then, go away. It's that easy.
Listen.
After all the shit that they did to me, and what you did to me with Jamie,
mm-hmm.
I still had it in me to believe in you this time here.
Right.
So what reason do you have to not believe in me? Because I haven't done anything.
Well, you're lying.
Okay, and you've lied too.
I guess you're just not trustworthy.
Really? Because I've been very honest with you since I promised you that I would be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, have you ever heard of the story of the boy who cries wolf?
I heard you say that already.
Oh, okay. I already used that one. Well, if you always lie, you can't. I don't know when you're telling me the truth.
Okay, so why have you lied to me too? If you know that story and you're using it on me, why have you lied to me?
I'm telling you, if you don't believe what I'm saying to you now, then you can leave. Or not believe me, like I don't believe you. That's your choice.
See, I'm smart enough to know that a person deserves second chances, and it doesn't mean that they're going to act the same way that they did it the first time. They've had time to think about.
How's that worked out for you so far? Giving people second chances, like Jamie and Winnie and Emma and all those people. How did that work? I mean, how many chances did you give Winnie? I've heard many calls where you break up with her every single day.
Didn't work very good with them, but.
Oh, damn it.
But. You saved the best for last.
What's that?
So maybe it's to save the best for last.
Oh.
Have I had problems with other women? Absolutely. Yes, I have. Because they were all fake. They didn't want to get to know the real me. So have I said that I believe in those other women? Yeah. Have I gotten engaged to those other women? Again, yeah. Did I rage and scream, but also tell them that they were the only one I've ever been close to? Yes. But sometimes, Casey, sometimes we save the best for last. I'm sure that's how it sounded in his head. Because everything is from an ABC movie of the week, like mid-90s, starring Shannon Doherty. But it just always comes out just mumbly bumbly from his mouth. But it just needs a piano music bed, and then it would sound better.
Okay.
You're the last one that gets a second chance.
Yep, that's it.
Okay.
Hey, Cat G.
So maybe all that was for a reason. But I do want to know that if we do wind up working out, that I'm going to be my life is going to be put before money. If somebody's trying to kill me.
Well, how much money?
It doesn't matter.
Well, just give me a number and I'll tell you. I'll put your life before it.
Throw the number. Marky.
$5.
No, I wouldn't kill you for $5.
AZ Marky Post was in something about Mary.
All right, how about $5 million?
$5 million?
Yep.
If you had $5 million, I'd be poisoning your food every day until you died slowly.
Wow.
I can get all the money.
That's not what I want.
Oh, all right.
I want to be worth more than $5 to you, or $5 million to you.
Oh. I'm
Why
sorry.
wouldn't I? Wouldn't you want the same from me?
Well, because $5 million's a lot.
You do realize that once you're dead, right?
That's true.
There's no coming back.
I do realize that.
There's no coming back and doing it over.
Nope.
This hypothetical bullshit conversation is like actually bothering Lorne. It's frustrating him that she's agreeing, yeah, 5, because he's like, that on my what he should ask her is, what's the minimum amount of money that you would like kill me for? Maybe it's like 10 grand, but he should ask the minimum amount, because $5 million, a lot of people would kill a lot of people for $5 million if given that chance. Like if they were given a chance to do away with one person in their life, and they would never, they got a free pass, they were never going to get any kind of trouble. They didn't have to do it themselves or whatever, and they get $5 million. A lot of people would say yes. Lorne, $55 in like Chick-fil-A gift cards. Some people might do it. Vex would do it.
That's why I don't want to put second to money.
Well, you won't be put second to $5.
Casey, I want to know that because you and I together actually have a potential that we could make a lot of money together if we wanted to. And I want to know that if we did wind up doing something like that and making a lot of money, that you wouldn't just have me killed. It's easy to hire hitmen.
Yeah.
When you throw enough money at them.
Yep. I could do it easily.
Casey.
Yep. But the question is, would you?
She already said yes.
Would I have you killed?
Yeah.
Like right now? Why would I?
Now or ever.
Why would I have you killed?
If you and I got married,
Will Smith, I agree. This conversation is so stupid, but Lorne would much rather spend, 20, 30 minutes talking about hypothetical murder schemes for $5 million and celebrity nicknames and what the house that he's never going to build is going to look like. Then he will. I mean, imagine if he put the time he's wasting right now into actually reading that evaluation before sending it off to Casey.
And we made millions of dollars, and you were mad at me for something, and we got divorced or something, and I got half the money and you got half the money.
Okay, okay. Just so I understand. You're asking me, if we were millionaires and we got into a fight, would I hire someone to kill you?
Yes. In any worse situation that we think of any worse situation that we're in, would you hire anybody to kill me?
What is the likeliness of this ever happening or needing to happen?
It's happened before that people that didn't think it would happen. There was one thing that I saw on TV, some murder mystery show that was real life. There was a doctor that shot
I don't care what you saw on TV. Okay,
a doctor shot his ex-wife just because he wanted all the money that she had from the divorce.
Okay.
And he tried to cover it up. And then he got caught and wound up in prison.
Okay. So would I hire a hitman to kill you?
Yeah.
It depends on the circumstance, I guess.
See, why would it even depend on the circumstance?
Because you never know, like you just said.
Yeah, you never know. But the thing is, you'd be ruining your life if you did that. So taking my life would ruin your life.
Not if I have enough money to hire a really good hitman.
It doesn't matter how good the hitman is, they'll always trace it.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't even know every hitman's been caught. I thought there were still a few out there.
Those investigations go quite deep. It might take years down the road, but they'll still trace it. They'll still find it. Even cold cases they find now.
Wow.
Because of DNA.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that doesn't change my answer. I mean, it depends. Depends on what you did or what happened where I would need to kill you.
Okay, think of whatever worst scenario you can and think of it.
Okay.
Okay. Now, is it really, if I'm already, I don't know how to put that one. There's no way to ask that one. If you having me killed means taking a chance at you spending years or life in prison.
No. See, that's not the question, Lorne. You can't ask about the punishment involved. You're asking if she would accept the money for if your life with her and your future with her is worth $5 million. That's it. It's not about the punishment. In this hypothetical, you have to imagine that there is no punishment. Otherwise, the question becomes muddled. Don't try and change it now. She has already told you very clearly that your life is not worth the $5 million that she would get if she could kill you. That's it. That's the question you ask. Stop.
Mm-hmm.
Would that be worth it?
Over the worst scenario, I would say yeah.
It would be worth it for you to spend life in prison.
Yeah, over the worst scenario, absolutely.
Okay. I'm not sure. I don't want to know what your worst scenario is.
All right, well, I gotta go. Bye.
Hello?
What a way to end your conversation about, would you murder me? Okay, I gotta go by. How do you continue talking to this person? Casey shows zero interest in Lorne. I don't even hear any flirtiness. It's not like a give and take where Casey is just giving Lorne shit, then Lorne's giving Casey shit, but there's a mutual respect between them. Casey acts like Lorne is a burden and a bother. And the fact that I know I said already, but the fact that Lorne has kept his ribbons, and I mean this is right this thing right behind it, you would put that in like your shirt so that when you put your ribbons on your shirt, they don't just poke out. It's a little backing. So he kept all this shit. Why does no he does well, he doesn't fit the uniform. And he's not I don't understand why would you keep that?
Hello?
Hi, birthday girl.
I got a little bit of time. What did you want me to call you for?
Well, Are you doing anything for your birthday tonight?
Yeah,
What are you doing?
going out.
No. Okay. I was going to talk about what we were talking about today. But did you get Cash App?
Did I get Cash App?
Cash App? You remember that Cash App that I wanted you to download a long time ago?
What do I need Cash App for?
Because I wanted to send you some money for your birthday, so pay for your whatever you're doing tonight.
Guys, let's join me in singing "Happy Birthday" to Casey. It was Casey's birthday. Lorne was going to sweep her off her feet, send her $21 on Cash App,
Don't forget the Cash App.
and now we are going to have a very soulful rendition of "Happy Birthday." So, guys, please join me.
Luckily, I was smart and I warmed up. I did vocal exercise before this, but this is for my very good friend. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear
Casey Morrow.
Happy birthday to you. And many more. There you go.
Sherry, shut your fucking whore mouth.
That just went over the air.
No, you don't have any money. You need to pay your bills.
I know I need to pay my bills. That's my problem. If I want to buy you something for your birthday, this is the only way that I can do it right now.
I'm all good.
Casey, if I can't buy you anything for your birthday, you can't buy me anything for mine.
I wasn't going to.
Oh, I see how you are. That's nice of you. So,
take the money you would have given me and give it to your mother. Take.
What about this relationship? Sounds like we are in the mutual gift exchanging portion. She hates you. Oh, okay, fine. If I can't get you a birthday present, don't even bother getting me one. But you think Casey gives a shit about your birthday other than knowing it's the day that you two met and you were arrested and your hat fell off? That's all Casey gives a shit about, not the birthday. We celebrate you getting arrested. It's just hilarious that it happened on your birthday.
The money you would have given me for my birthday and give it to your mother.
All right, I'll do that.
All $11.
So this thing that Mitch told you today, that's not the case.
How is it not the case? I mean, it came straight from the horse's mouth.
No, Mitchell is not the horse to begin with. He's a probation officer.
He's your boss?
He's not my boss.
He's Big Daddy Mitch.
He's a probation officer. That's all he is. He doesn't know all the laws.
You're a probation officer.
He goes by what the policy lets him go by. That's the only reason that he could only tell you that stuff.
The reason he can tell me that you're not getting off probation, and he doesn't know where you got that idea from.
He can't tell him. That's not up to him to tell me whether or not I'm getting off probation. If I have probation on my side to get off probation because I haven't done anything wrong for a long time, what reason could they possibly have to keep me on probation and waste taxpayers' money?
Okay, well, how come you're not off now?
Well, because they still have me seeing a counselor for the treatment class.
Yeah.
But you haven't done anything wrong, I thought.
Well, I'm still not out of that class actually, because it's one-on-one, but it's still it's the same thing as a class. It's just one-on-one. But after I'm done with that, they don't have any reason to keep me on there. But a major reason that I've had such a problem is because of all the catfishing, because they've watched everything on there that has happened with the catfishing.
I'm gonna ask Mitch if I'm gonna ask Mitch and Ashley if you can get off lifetime probation eventually.
What you need to do is that.
Isn't it weird like that Lorne is on lifetime probation, like for his life, and he's saying he hasn't done anything wrong. Now, if when Lorne got out of prison originally, if he hadn't done anything, like literally has done nothing wrong, he's always checked in, he's never had any of the issues that he had, and he's he's going to work, he's doing everything that he's supposed to do just to be a member of society, and it's done in his class. And he tried to say like, hey, it's been 10, 11, 12 years, can I at least have it reevaluated? There would that you could say, okay, well, he has a case, he's been clean for however many years, but this man went back to jail. He has all these restrictions on him, and he has his internet, then he doesn't have. He's allowed to have a computer, then he's not allowed to have a computer. They're finding phones. Why does he think he's done nothing wrong? Why does he think 3 months of telling the truth, or after not failing another lie detector test, can eradicate those years of being untrustworthy? Because that's what it's about. He's just an untrustworthy person. But he feels like because he's been at this for 3 or 4 months, successfully passing with all the restrictions they have on him, that they should just go ahead and release him now because Lawrence, he's got out of those bad patterns.
Ask a lawyer.
Do I need to ask probation since they're the ones if you are, the ones that do probation? You know what I mean? Like when you want to know stuff about probation, you talk to a probation officer.
They are going to tell you no right now anyway.
No, I'm not going to say, I'm just going to say in general, is it possible to get off lifetime probation?
Yes, it is. I've already asked that question.
Okay, well, I'm going to ask him too.
Oh, go ahead.
Cool.
They're gonna tell you no because that's what the court paper says.
Yeah, see?
Oh, gotcha. So they'll just lie to me then?
They'll tell you what the court paper says.
I'm not saying in your case. I'm just saying if it's possible.
It is possible.
All right, well, that's what I said I'm going to ask him.
Okay. Well, lawyers have told me, and more than just one lawyer. Every lawyer I've talked to about this has said, why would they want to keep you on probation? Even my last one, David, he even said, why would they want to keep you on probation when you're not doing anything wrong? It'd just be
yeah, that's weird if someone that you pay money to defend you would say that. It's very weird.
Yeah, I want to pay my first couple of lawyers. They were quoted.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
Well, what was I going to pay him with? I didn't have any money at the time. All my money had been shot to shit.
Yep.
Why is it the money such a big deal to you?
Why isn't it such a big deal to you?
Well, you say things that it's like if you don't have money, that must not be worth anything or something. That's the way you make it come across. So if a person doesn't have money,
that's exactly what I'm saying. If you don't have money, you're not worth anything.
And of course, you guys know there was a disclaimer on this. This isn't actually how Blue Boy feels. He's just playing a character, just getting involved in the troll. You want to see how far Lorne's going to allow. Yeah, is Lorne's going to pretend he stands for something? He believes in this. He believes that people should be judged by their character, and that's it, not by how much money they make, not by their status. And if you did truly believe that, if that was something you felt very strongly, and then you wouldn't be able to be with the person who was going to tell you, well, you're not shit if you don't have money. Just two fundamentally different people. But Lorne will just stay because, well, she has boobs in a vajayjay. And from the call, if you heard the call today, it really does sound like Lorne's looking at kind of like I'm sure a lot of people have said it, that this, to him, getting with Casey would kind of, he'd be able to look at it as, yeah, I was arrested, but now look, the girl who played the decoy in the worst day of my life, now she's decided that I'm good enough to be with. So it was my crime really all that bad? It'll make it much easier for him to accept in his own head.
So
Money is how they determine your worth.
If a person doesn't have money, they're no good. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that means they're homeless or something. Or they're broke.
So how can they be no good?
I just told you because they don't have money.
So that makes them no good?
Yeah. It means they're worth nothing. Hence why there's no money.
Okay, so when you go out to a restaurant and you get served by a waiter that doesn't have any money, he's no good? Or
Why
she's no
doesn't
good?
he have money?
Maybe he's just starting out. Maybe he went through a hard time. Maybe he went through a divorce, lost all his money. Maybe he gambled it away. Maybe he's got a drinking problem. Maybe he's got a drug problem. People
Well,
have
then,
problems.
yeah, I'd say he's worth nothing. But, I mean, I don't know that the waiter doesn't have money.
You don't know that he does. It doesn't make him not good.
Well, if he's a drug addict and an alcoholic and everything that you just said, then yeah, he's no good.
Those are addictions. It's a disease. Like Roy, he's an alcoholic. He has a disease.
Yeah, he's no good either.
It doesn't make him no good. It makes him have a problem.
It makes him no good.
Okay, what about Mom? She's never had money.
Yeah, she's not good either.
She's no good? My mom is no good.
Good at what do you mean? Yeah.
How can she be no good?
Because look at the children she has raised, Lorne.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
I would say that she's not very good.
You would say my mom's not very good.
Yeah, it's no slight on her. I'm just saying what it is.
No, you're not saying what it is. You're not even thinking before you say this stuff.
You're not thinking before you're asking these questions because
just because my mom mom doesn't have money doesn't make her no good.
Well, think about it like this,
Lorne. She
Lorne.
worked her ass off through her whole life, and she's gone through hell.
Well, think about it like this too.
She was abused by my dad. Then she was with a guy that was really good to her right up until 27 years later, left her for what used to be her daughter-in-law.
Yeah, so she's clearly not a very smart woman because look at the guys she wants to associate with. She had a ton of kids with a guy who turned out to be a dead.
So the Dark Knight, the name tag, that's the name tag that you would wear with your blues, which is your non BDUs, like not your camouflage, because you don't have your name tag sewed on those. So this is your name tag, and then these are his ribbons. The one on the left here, because they go left to right. The one on the left here, the blue with the yellow and the red, that's your basic training. You get that for graduating basic. You can only get 2 ribbons. Is there? I don't think there is a marksman ribbon. Yeah, maybe there's a marksman ribbon, but you can only get 2 or 3, and the other one is honor grad, which would go to the right of the basic training one if he was an honor grad. And then the one next to that is he got it because he served during the time of the Iraqi war. So it's kind of like a participate, not for serving in a combat zone, but you served during that time. And so if you served 90 days during a time of conflict or 180 days during a time of peace, you're automatically considered you're a veteran. And so yeah, so he would have got this. This was what he got just for serving during that time. Those are his ribbons.
Doesn't she live in Section 8 housing?
She lives in a house that we built for her with her money.
So doesn't she live in Section 8 housing?
She gets Section 8 because she can.
Yeah, so exactly. So that's what I'm saying. She has no money, so she's no good.
So why does having no money make her no good?
Because she doesn't have any money.
She's still one of the best women I've ever came across.
But, that's like, you're also no good, though. You know what I mean? It's like,
why am I no good?
Because you don't have money.
Money is what makes you good?
Yes.
Okay, what about Donald Trump? He's a billionaire. Is he good?
Yeah.
He is good for what?
I mean, he ran a country. I'm sorry?
DJ Payne has a good question. How did they build Mama Gwen a house with her money and then designate it Section 8? Something isn't adding up. And that has been discussed before, that there might have been some sort of scammy shit going on where the one Uncle Clayt or whatever who has like land, because the people are just getting land from people. Like Roy's got some land. Everyone's just getting land from someone. But it was probably something where someone built it and then claimed that it was theirs and she was gonna live in it. Something scammy happened, because that doesn't make any fucking sense that you're building a house with your money and then it's designated Section 8. But because it's designated Section 8 would be the reason why Lorne would never be allowed to live with her. So I mean, kind of funny that that happened, because it's fucked him up from living with Mom. And lucky her. God, I bet she's thankful for that every day.
Throwing a temper tantrum because he didn't get his own way, so he caused a riot for the Capitol, wanting to hang his own vice presidents that he wanted in office with him.
Okay.
Okay. So how is he good?
Because he's a good man.
He is. That's why he
look at all his accomplishments, Lorne.
Well, yeah, look at all of his accomplishments. All accomplishments. It doesn't mean that you're a good person. Doing good things makes you a good person. No, it doesn't, Casey.
Having money and accomplishments is what makes you a good person.
No.
It means you're good at being a person.
It means you're good at stuff that you do. It doesn't it doesn't make you a good person. Doing good things makes you a good person.
What good things have you done?
Having money just makes you have money.
What good things have you done?
I do good things all the time.
What good things have you done?
I help Mom out as much as I can. I help Aunt Shirley out as much as I can. I help my neighbor out as much as I can because he hurt his arm. Even when he didn't hurt his arm, I still helped him out.
Remember when Lorne was so helpful to his neighbors in Nashville that he would put a towel under the door so they wouldn't know he was home? What a helpful guy. He'd put a towel under his door and tell his teenage girlfriend that he was hiding from the neighbors because he couldn't say no when they kept asking him for shit.
How are you helping them out? What does that mean?
He hurt his arm, so he was in a cast. So I took his trash down for him. He didn't ask me to.
Wow. What did you do? So just taking the trash out means that you're better than Donald Trump?
Yeah. He took trash out. Did you not hear that?
I don't try to get people killed.
Well, you did try to.
Yeah, you do. You've driven drunk plenty of times.
Yeah, that was back when I was not being a good person. I was being an idiot.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Times changed. I don't do shit like that now.
Hey, Lorne, how many times was Donald Trump arrested on To Catch a Predator on his birthday, trying to have sex with a child? Oh.
I had times when I wasn't a good person when I did that. I didn't do that all the time.
I mean, I'm not impressed with that example, Lorne. Not at all. You took trash out. That's just basic human decency.
Yeah. He didn't ask me to do it. Mom doesn't ask me to do half the things that I do for her.
Think of Donald Trump has the weight of the world on his shoulders.
He put the weight of the world on his shoulders.
Yeah, he's carrying the world for us.
Yeah.
Now we have this pussy who can't even remember his own fucking name in the office.
Hey, sorry, because I can't name things that make that shocks the hell out of me. How you want me to just list things right off the top of my head?
What are you talking about?
It shocks the hell out of me that you're saying Donald Trump is a good person because he has money. Shocks the hell out of me that you're saying that a person's no good if they don't have money.
Oh, okay.
This world wouldn't exist. Money wouldn't exist without the poor people.
No.
I don't know what that means. Money wouldn't exist without the poor people. The fuck does that mean?
Oh, that money exists regardless of the poor people.
No, Casey.
No.
They don't have money, Lorne. How does it exist without them?
Who's going to work in the shops?
Certainly not the poor people because they're poor and don't have money.
They're the only ones that are working in the shops. I don't see Donald Trump in there.
And to pause again, but this is the kind of the attitude that someone who doesn't have any, not just they don't have any money, but they know that their future prospects, like they're basically at where they're going to be at, because just the way that Lorne is talking about money and how money works and how it's just no big deal. But it wasn't that long ago where he was talking about he could make enough money to make your bank account look like shit. And when he had money, he was flexing to everyone. He's giving money to people. I'm sure he was telling people, if you need anything, come to me. And then he's not even asking for the money back. It's not even a loan. It was a gift. Pay me back with mac and cheese. Pay me if someone gave you $1,000 and said, and you said, well, when can I pay you back? And they say, you know what, buy me a Whopper next time I see you. You would assume that this person really didn't need the money. Like they're just kind of giving it to you. So if the next time you saw them, you didn't get them a Whopper and then they got really pissed off at you, you would think there's something wrong with that person because you thought they were just kind of joking, right?
There in a bakery or in a sweatshop or in a convenience store or a hardware store.
Yeah, he led.
Yeah, I'm sorry. And that's the other thing is that Lorne believes that if everyone had money, they would stop working. And that's not true. There are some people who love what they do. And no matter how much money they have, they would continue doing it because like I couldn't imagine getting up and not having anything to do and not like, that's it. Like I'm going to wake up and that's just my day. I'm just going to go do whatever the fuck all day. You need something. You need something that you're like working towards or working on, something that you take pride in. And they always say like, do what you love and then you're not working a day in your life. So for Lorne to think that every person because there are some people who just love customer service so much that they win the lottery and then they go back to work the very next day because they just love front facing working with people. And they're not going to give that up. They're not going to lose that just because they have money now. It makes things easier financially, but it doesn't like change you wanting to have goals and wanting to do things with your life.
The country, Lorne, that's a way harder and better job.
He doesn't run the country anymore, thank God.
I wish he did. He was damn good at it. Now we have this fucking pussy in the office who's just sitting there. He's reading off teleprompters. He can't remember anything he's fucking saying. We have this Joe Biden little bitch. Meanwhile, Trump's out here defending America.
Trump was good in the beginning. When COVID hit and he tried to play it off like nothing was wrong, that's when he became retarded. Because millions of people died from COVID in America alone.
A million more would have died regardless because Joe Biden's an idiot. And I don't see how he's responsible for the China virus. That's China's problem.
I'm not saying Joe Biden's some miracle worker. He's not.
Trump is a great man, and he was the best president we've ever had.
No, Reagan was the best president we ever had.
Cool.
It blows my mind that you say that people are no good if they don't have money.
Yeah, you said that already.
Yes.
You have Joe Biden brain. You can't remember things you said 3 seconds ago.
What makes you think that, Casey?
I already explained it. If you have no money, then you're a failure.
How are you a failure?
Because you're a bum. You have no money.
My mom succeeded in raising 6 kids by herself.
Oh, shh. Hey, Lorne, maybe your mom is not the best example of someone who raised 6 kids by herself because 1, she wasn't by herself, and 2, she's got some duds. There's some duds.
She didn't succeed at it. Look at all of you guys. You're all failures. Wasn't Ronnie just the other day drunk in a ditch?
That's Roy. That's on. I don't know if he was drunk in a ditch or not.
Who the fuck knows? But you're all poor people. So I mean, if she raised you and you became like a senator, and if her kids were all doctors, then yeah, I would say she's pretty successful. But she raised you. So, and Paul and Roy, I mean, you're on lifetime probation. Paul's a child molester, and Roy's drunk all the time.
Well, my life would have been different had things been different for me in certain aspects.
Yeah, you're always complaining about your childhood. Clearly, your mom didn't do anything correctly because all of you turned out fucked.
No, Jesus Christ, Casey, where is your thinking at?
Yeah, this relationship is doomed, Lorne. Show some fucking pride, man. She hates everything about you. She's telling you your family is all shitty. This would be if this was a real relationship, they would get together and she wouldn't want Lorne talking to his family because she's disgusted by all of them. You're gonna bring this girl to Thanksgiving so that she can sneer at your whole family and like look at the food being cooked and say no thanks, I brought my own salad. And she brings out a little Tupperware container with salad just for her. That's what this is. But she do got boobies and a vajayjay.
My mom succeeded in raising 6 kids by herself.
She didn't succeed at
There's a long one. This one's 30 minutes. So
it. Look at all of you guys. You're all failures.
We're all
Wasn't
failures.
Roy just the other day drunk in a ditch?
That's Roy. That's not. I don't know if he was drunk in a ditch or not.
I like how it goes, that's Roy. That's Roy. And then, well, I don't know. But it's not, if someone, I haven't talked to my brother in like a month, but if someone told me that my brother was in a ditch drunk, yeah, I could say he wasn't. My brother was not drunk in a ditch yesterday. Like I would say, dude, what the fuck are you talking about? But Lauren had to think like, you know what? There is a chance that Roy was drunk in a ditch the other day. So I'm just gonna say maybe. I'm gonna say maybe.
Fuck knows, but you're all poor people. So I mean, if she raised you and you became like a senator, and if her kids were all doctors, then yeah, I would say she's pretty successful. But she raised you, so and Paul and Roy. I mean, you're on lifetime probation. Paul's a child molester, and Roy's drunk all the time.
Okay, but
my life would have been different had things been different for me in certain aspects.
Yeah, you're always complaining about your childhood. Clearly, your mom didn't do anything correctly because all of you turned out fucked.
No, Jesus Christ, Casey, where is your thinking at?
I just told you where it was at.
Very clear.
Holy shit, you're calling my mom no good because she didn't raise good kids?
You're the one who has to reparent yourself.
She did raise good kids.
You have to reparent yourself, Lorne. You didn't do a good job.
I have to reparent myself in certain ways.
Yeah, I don't have to reparent myself because I was raised by a good parent.
Are you
look
sure
at you.
about that?
You're a sex offender on lifetime probation. Your mother failed you.
Are you sure that you don't have to reparent yourself, Casey?
Yeah.
Because you have the thought in your head that just because a person has no money that they're no good.
Yeah. So what does that have to do with reparenting myself?
So it sounds to me like you need to reparent yourself with that.
Okay, that's really dumb. I mean, how?
Well, because you think that if a person doesn't have money that they're no good. That money
Yeah.
You think that money makes a person a good person.
Yeah, that's my opinion. How does that mean I need to reparent myself?
Okay, you see most of the people in Congress, most of those people have money. Most of them people are ripping people off, cheating people, lying to people, lying to the whole country, stealing money. But they are good people because they have money.
My parents have money and they're great people. Yeah, I would say those are pretty good people.
Greed is the worst thing in the world. You know that, right?
No, I don't think so. I think trying to rape a child is the worst thing in the world.
Well, that's part of greed.
How are you not greedy?
That's being selfish.
Yeah, you're very greedy.
I was at the time. I was greedy and not thinking about anyone else, including myself.
Yeah.
But see, I admit it.
Uh-huh.
And I don't have a problem admitting because I was wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but see, selfishness is just one part of it. Because you can be selfish about lots of things. You can be selfish about about food, or you could be selfish about money, or selfish about the time that you want to spend with the person. But there is a vast difference between being selfish and then grooming a child for sex, and then going to her house to have sex with her because you believe her family's not home. And it wasn't clunky first time grooming. This He knew exactly what he was doing, and he was proficient. He's proficient. We've seen him with a zero proficiency at anything other than destroying his own home from the inside out. Other than that, the only thing we've seen him do that, I mean, and it's Lorne, so the proficiency was limited with the P card. But I'm saying that was the only thing that he's actually shown any aptitude for, was trying to groom teenagers to be his child. That the day they turned 18, he was going to impregnate them and he was going to lock them down.
Greed with money is not as bad as what I did, but it's probably next, because
You're
greed
just
with money.
bad with money.
And again, I'm sorry to pause, but so Lorne, who's been in prison, who knows the hierarchy of things, he's going to say that in the yard, right? Like, it goes like this: the people who need to watch their backs. Number one, pedophiles. Number two, embezzlers. I don't think that's how it works. I don't think that's how it works, Lorne. No one is saying, yeah, listen, you're a horrible piece of shit. You went to the teacup house and tried to have sex with a minor, but this guy right here, he's almost as bad as you. This guy embezzled $5,000 from his town's little league. I don't know which one of you is worse. You're edging him out just a little bit.
You were only thinking of yourself, Lorne.
Exactly. I already said that. Thank you. Greed with money makes you do things that you wouldn't normally do.
Well, you didn't just say that, and you don't.
Just to get more money. So how's that making a person a good person?
Well, you said you weren't even thinking of yourself. You were thinking about yourself. You were only thinking of yourself.
Yeah, I was only thinking of myself at the time, but I weren't thinking about myself with the consequences that was going on, and weren't even thinking about. I wasn't thinking about anything. I was thoughtless.
Well, because you didn't think you'd get caught, you mean?
I didn't even think. I weren't thinking.
Yeah, because you were planning it at all.
Okay, why are you stuck on this?
You're the one who mentioned being greedy, and I pointed out that you were greedy.
Yeah, and I admitted to it. I didn't hide from it.
So doesn't that make you a bad person?
But
even by your own logic?
It makes me a bad person because I was greedy.
The greed was going for it, was for trying to do, for not listening to any bit of his conscience telling him that you need to get help, or this is wrong. That's where the greed comes in. But there's still the perversion, the wanting minors, several minors, and so that's what he. And I mean, I know it's been said a billion times, but this is why he's still in, or he was still in, never passed that sexual assault class, because he never got that. He never understood how greedy and how reckless. So he's talking about how he couldn't trust people. The only person that he should count on to trust is himself, and he can't trust himself because when he was on his own, when he had no one watching over him, when he didn't have anyone to report to within his own town, how long was he in Nashville before he's laying on the ground in Bowling Green, getting arrested for trying to have sex with a minor? Like, how long was he away before that happened?
Yeah. Well, and because you're poor.
All right. Because I'm poor?
Yeah, both of those things.
Casey, how can you think that because a person is poor, that they're not a good person?
Okay, get his pen and paper out so I can tell you, and that way you don't have to ask me like 100 more
Just tell
times.
me, because I'm trying to see where you find the sense in that.
Okay. If a person has no money, they are a failure. That means they didn't accomplish anything. It means they have nothing, and they're worthless people.
Okay,
they are literally worthless. Their net worth is zero. They are worth nothing. They don't have money. They suck money from the government. You know, they go in government programs like unemployment. They get food stamps. They're greedy people. They're cockroaches. They're homeless. So the homeless people are driving down all the property values, especially out here in LA. These fucking homeless people sitting there asking for a coin. Oh, give me some change, please. You had enough money for a fucking Sharpie and for a cardboard box.
So,
why didn't you use that money to, get yourself a nice haircut and go apply for a job? You dumb broke bitch. That's usually what I tell them.
Why would you tell them that?
Because it's the truth and they need to hear it. They need to not be coddled.
Okay, but you don't know what they've gone through. You don't know how they got
I know what they're going through. They're homeless and they're an eyesore.
It might be an eyesore, but you don't know what they went through that made them be there.
I mean, whatever they went through doesn't really matter, Lorne, because they did it to themselves. Everybody goes through stuff.
You don't know. That person could have been a millionaire before.
And he's a failure now.
So, because he lost his money, it makes him a loser?
Yeah. It means they suck at money. And now they're mooching off the government like a bunch of little bitches. That's exactly what it means. It means you were a great, successful person. You lost all your money. You're a failure. You have nothing.
Okay. So what happens if you lose your money? Is that going to make you a failure?
Yes.
How does that make you a failure? You didn't fail when you had money.
I'm not gonna. That's the thing. I'm not gonna lose my money. But if I did, that means I'm a failure, and I failed, and I'm worthless.
How do you know you're not going to lose your money?
I know I'm not. Because I'm not a
don't
god, and I'm successful, and I'm not a failure. I'm smart with my money.
I told myself a long time ago that I would never get caught up in a sting or anything like that. And look what happened. I wound up getting.
I have never once told myself that I wouldn't get caught in a Dateline sting or a a sting trying to pick. I've never told myself. I've never had to tell myself, "Hey Wes, good morning. Remember, don't get caught in a Dateline sting." Never did it. And so, like, not only did Lorne have this thought, but then he failed miserably at it and just happened to get caught in the very last episode of Day. That makes him so mad that had it just gotten pulled just one episode earlier, they never would have been there, and he would have got arrested at some other time for doing it, but it wouldn't have been on Dateline NBC.
Because you're a failure. Do you see what I mean now?
That was something that I could never see happening in my lifetime.
Well, Lorne, when you try to rape multiple girls on the internet, it's bound to happen to you.
Just because the person doesn't have money,
it was inevitable for you. You talked to so many underage children. You were going to get caught one way or another. It happens to everyone.
You're stuck on that again.
I mean, you told yourself you wouldn't get caught up in a sting?
Yeah, because I told myself I'd never go to any house like that. I would never go there. I would never meet anybody underage from anywhere.
Yeah, but you
never
see,
do
the
that.
thing is, I'm smart enough not to do that.
But anyway, you're stuck on that again.
Well, because you said it, like, what about Molly? You didn't think you were going to get in trouble with that? You were bound to.
Stuck on that. Holy shit, you're stuck on that, Casey. Why do you keep getting stuck on my problem?
You're the one who brought that up.
Do you ever get stuck on your own problem?
I don't have a problem.
You have a problem with your thinking.
You have a problem with your thinking. You're the one who wants to bone 17-year-old girls. My problem is nothing. I don't have a problem.
That's you telling me that what I want to do again.
Yeah, and you're telling me what I want to do and how I want to think or how I should think.
So you really think that you're right in saying that people are no good with money if they don't have money?
Yes.
Okay, so I don't have money. Does that make me no good?
Yeah.
So what do you see in me?
Why would he even ask that? Like we're 10 minutes into this call. This was most of the last call, and he still just cannot accept the fact that this is how Casey feels. And so he's like, "Well, what about me? I don't have money." She's already said your own mom is a failure. She said that your mom is a failure for raising you. That you are one of the factors that makes your mom a bad person. So why would you ask? Why would you ask something? This is like finding your partner having sex in their car and saying, "Are you fucking him?" Lauren, you know the answer to that. You're looking right at. You're listening to it.
Nothing.
Nothing?
Goodbye.
So this is all just a game for you?
What's a game?
What you and I have had? It's all been a game?
Are you serious? We don't have anything right now, Lauren. And I mean,
Well,
you
we
even
had
said
before.
yourself you need to get money to get out here and all that stuff.
What
You
we had
need
before, Kate? What we had before? Was that a game?
no.
Okay, then what'd you see in me before? Because I didn't have money then
When?
either. Huh?
And I saw what in you before.
Roscoe, don't touch. What'd you say?
What do you mean? What we had before? We haven't had anything. You've never even met yet. We haven't had anything.
You've obviously had something for me. Otherwise, you wouldn't have spent all the time with me. Or you wouldn't have tried to get to know me. It's either you had something for me or you were playing a game. So which one is it?
Well, not everything is that black and white, Lauren.
Well, what was it then?
I don't know.
It's something.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
so what
I
is
can't
it?
define it.
You can't explain it.
I'm just getting to know you. But I'm saying absolutely you need to be successful. Don't you want to be successful? You're happy being like a loser? Don't you want to be great?
I want to be great. Doesn't mean I'm always going to be.
No, you need money to be great.
No, you do not need money to be great. You don't need money to be successful.
Yes, you do. Money is how you determine whether or not you are successful.
I've gone up and down in my life like 3 times where I've had money, then I didn't have money. I had money, then I didn't have money. I had money.
You know, this also proves that of any of the times Lorne did have the internet and was getting on YouTube, instead of looking at Casey, because he said he'd always been interested in Casey, he could have looked at any of her videos and he would know that none of this was accurate because this isn't at all what the real Casey is about. But he was far more concerned in searching for himself than looking at this person who he supposedly had always wanted since she was the person playing the child that he tried to have sex with and ultimately was arrested for.
And now I'm getting money again. But every time that I was down, that I was down and didn't have money, it didn't make me unhappy. It didn't take money to make me happy. No, it didn't.
You need money to be happy.
I knew
and see how you even describe it as being down. Like, when I was down and had no money. You see, no one's ever down and had money.
When I was down in a low spot and had no money.
Yeah.
No, L said, I get a sick feeling when I agree with Lorne that money doesn't make the person. Like, I mean, I think most of us would agree that money doesn't make the person. You can have a lot of money and be a shit person, and have no money and be a good person. It's the fact that Lorne, who just he's so against this. He does not feel this way at all. He hates that she feels this way. And for most people, this would be enough to say, "You're not my person." This is a big deal. This isn't, not agreeing on if you like Marvel versus DC. This is a big fucking deal. and he's just going to accept it, and he figures, well, I guess we'll just fight about it later. This is like if you can't agree on a religion the religion that you want to raise your child, and you both want children, but you cannot agree on the religion that you're going to raise your child because you're different religions. That's probably going to fail. That's a big deal, and you're just fighting about it. Well, let's just get married anyway.
I got myself out of it. It didn't make me not a good person. It made me so that I didn't have money. I couldn't buy material things.
You weren't good at being a person. You had to take money from the government or your mother, or your family had to give you a place to live for free.
Okay,
That is not being a good person. That's being a bad person.
If every person in the United States had a lot of money, nobody would want to be helping anybody else.
Well, you wouldn't need to because everybody has money.
Who are you going to hire? Everybody already has money.
Everyone has money.
Everybody already has money. Nobody needs to work. Where are you going to buy groceries? Where you can buy groceries? Where you can buy gas?
On your own, probably. If everybody has money.
Everybody has money, so ain't nobody going to want to work.
Yeah, but you have to work for money.
Well, no, everybody's already got it. The government just gave everybody $5 million each. Everybody in the United States. So
yeah, and then
nobody has to work.
Yeah, well, you'd have to work to keep getting money.
No.
What are you talking about?
Why would you have to? You could retire.
Retire to what?
Retire. You get $5 million. What do you want to work for? Just retire.
Well, until the money runs out.
Well, how's the money going to run out? You ain't paying anybody. Nobody wants to work.
This is a really weird argument. I don't even know what you're trying to prove.
Well, yeah, you got to have electricity too, though. But where's that going to come from? Because everybody's got $5 million, so they don't need to pay the electric bill because nobody's working at the electric plant.
Okay.
Because they already have $5 million, so they retired.
Okay.
Okay. So what does it do to have?
What's your point? I'm confused.
So in this scenario, everyone getting $5 million, it does nothing to the economy. Is that what Lorne's saying? Because if that was the case, then, things would go nuts. But he's talking about no one's working at the electric plant because they all retired. This is so stupid. And we're only halfway through this. We're 15 minutes in. There's still 14 minutes, and Lorne is still coming up with scenarios to try and get her to say, okay, Lorne, you know what? You're right. I'm going to change my values in the way I think. You're right. You don't have to have money to be a good person. And then he'll be like, oh, I'm glad we agreed, and then just move on.
Well, how does money make you a good person?
Because you have it.
You have it, but everybody else has it too. So everybody in the United States must be a good person.
Yeah.
Okay, so nobody in the United States is a bad person anymore because they all have $5 million.
Yeah.
Okay, so what good is that going to do you if you can't go to a convenience store and buy something because nobody works there because they retired with the $5 million that they have?
I don't know what good it would do for a person, but that doesn't make them a bad person. It means they're a good person. They have money.
They have money, but they don't have a life.
You just said you can retire and never work again. I would say that means you have a life.
Yeah, but what are you going to buy with it? Nobody's selling anything. Everybody retired with the $5 million that the government gave them.
Well, you've bought everything you wanted. Everybody has it.
How do they have it? It's not there anymore.
Well, the thing about this, Lorne, is I don't see what this has to do with being a good person.
Well, because everybody has money, so everybody in the United States must be a good person.
Yeah.
Okay, now think back to reality, and not everybody has money. So the ones that do have money can go out and buy the things that they need, buy the things that they want.
Yeah.
At a convenience store, at a car dealership, at wherever. The reason that they can buy that stuff The reason they can buy that stuff is because somebody's working to make that stuff.
Yeah.
And they're bringing home a small paycheck in order for those that have money to be able to purchase that small stuff that they're making.
Uh-huh.
That these poor people are making.
Yeah.
So if there weren't poor people, there would be no rich people.
Well, you got to thank the rich people for providing the job. The rich person gave that poor person the opportunity to not be such a piece of shit.
Okay, so the rich people don't have to thank the poor people for doing the job?
The rich people already thought that's why they're smart and have money. The poor people who planned poorly and are, not good at managing their money and are stupid, they have to work those jobs for the smart rich person and then thank them for writing them a paycheck.
Okay, so you got, let's try this example. You have a millionaire over here, and you have a poor person over here. There's an elderly lady that needs some help across the street because she doesn't have her cane or her walker.
Is there a curtain rod in the room?
Nope. It's not a room. She's going across the street.
I think I know what Casey was getting at, because it sounds like one of those things where, like, okay, there's a man and he's in a room by himself. There's no windows. There's no bars or anything. And they go in the next day and the man is found dead and there's a puddle on the floor and a bronze key. How no one went in or out. How did he die?
The poor person, the rich person turns his head the other way and walks away.
Okay.
But the poor person goes over and helps the elderly lady across the street.
Okay.
Which one's the good person?
The guy with the money.
Why? I didn't see him helping out that elderly lady.
No, but he's smart and has money.
So that makes him good because he's smart and has money. But meanwhile, if it weren't for this poor person, that elderly lady couldn't get across the street safely.
The elderly man had COVID and knew that it wouldn't be the responsible thing for him to help the old lady across the street. The poor man who was helping the old lady across the street, once they got to the other side, he robbed and killed that poor old lady who was just trying to get to the bus to see her grandkid who's in the hospital, sick. So, Lorne, in this scenario, it looks like the poor guy was the piece of shit.
Okay.
So of the two, which would you consider the good person?
The guy with the money.
Why?
He's good at being a person because he's successful.
Yeah.
But he's successful at making money, but he's not successful at helping.
Money is how you determine your worth. The poor person could be helping every old lady across the street, but they're not a good person because they don't have money and they're failures and they're not successful.
Being a good person is not based on money.
Well, that's your opinion.
How can it not be your opinion? You're actually a smart woman.
To me, what makes you a good person is being successful and having money. To you, it's helping your neighbor take the garbage out or helping an old lady cross the road because that happens all the time. And stuff like that. We have two different definitions, I think.
Well, I think we do. I think that's obvious.
Because I think if you're poor, you're dumb, and if you have money, you're smart.
Okay, so what do you see in me? Because I don't have money.
Uh-oh.
I see a guy who's poor. I see a poor guy.
Okay, what attraction do you have to me? Because I don't have money.
I don't have like an attraction to you.
Then what is it?
What's what?
What is it that you have for me, Casey?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know what you mean.
Okay. So we're talking about being a couple.
Mm-hmm.
What would make you talk about being a couple? Because I don't have money.
When was I talking about that?
Okay, so we talked about it before. Don't play stupid on this one.
Lorne, maybe as Casey has gotten to know you as an adult, Casey realizes that this is it for you, and not only will you not have money, you won't have a place to live at one point because it'll just be a pile of toothpicks sitting on piss-soaked grounds. So maybe Casey is seeing that you're not the future that she wants. That's possible. Sometimes, people after a month or two, they show you who they really are, and you realize this isn't the person I want to be with long term. If you knew anything or ever had actual relationships, you would know that happens.
Let me think. Well, see, let me put it for you this way. In order to come out here and be with me, you're going to need money, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're in Cornville and you have no money. I don't want to be with you in Cornville in the trailer and stuff. You know what I mean? But if you had money and was able to take care of yourself and look after yourself and had a house in California, that means you have money. Therefore, you're a good person. Therefore, I would see something in you.
Okay.
So I guess the answer to your question would be, right now I see someone who is like a project, or someone who says he can do the things that I want.
I'm a project?
Give me a project.
Yeah, you're like like you're trying to get to be the person I want you to be.
I'm trying to be the person that I want me to be.
And don't you want to be someone with money in California?
Oh, I'd like to have money, but it's not going to kill me if I don't. It's not going to kill me if I don't. It's not going to kill me if I don't.
Okay. Cool. That's great that you can live with no money.
How am I a project?
How are you not a project, Lorne? You're on probation. You're poor. Do you really want me to go through it all? Just gonna.
I want you to explain that to me. How am I a project?
All right, don't get mad at me then. You're in therapy. You're a registered sex offender. Your teeth are really bad. You're kind of like out of shape and not really like conventionally attractive. You're bald.
Sloth Guy did seem Project Chick because she keeps calling him a project.
You live in a trailer in the middle of nowhere. You work like a horrible, awful job. You're a chain smoker. You always look so filthy. You don't have like nice clothes. You don't really have any sort of like value as far as like you don't have value. You take money from your elderly mother to buy you like a cell phone. There's times where you need to get cash advances from your boss to like purchase things like cigarettes and groceries. You've been on unemployment. You get laid off constantly. I mean, I can keep going.
And it does fit that Lorne would not have any understanding that that some sort of security is something that not just females, but anyone would be probably concerned with as you start getting older, and you're not just like hanging out. If you're going to be taking someone seriously, you're going to think about that. Like, what kind of baggage does this person bring, financially, emotionally, etc. Because he's fucking flabbergasted that any of this stuff would matter to her. Like, in his mind, if you have love, that's all you need. Everything else will just figure it out on the way, like a the sitcom theme song in the 80s.
Ken, if you
You
want
have no higher education. You have no education at all. You own nothing. You'll never be able to retire because the debt you have. You'll never be able to pay off your loans. You're like $25K in debt. You have no like career. You just work trucking jobs.
So how am I a project to you?
Was I on mute the whole time?
Huh?
Did you hear anything I just said, or was I on mute or something?
Oh no, I heard everything you said.
Yeah, that's how you're a project. See, and there's another one. You can't comprehend things.
Casey, how am I a project to you?
Whoa, dude! I literally just explained in all the ways that you're a project.
All the shit.
I don't even know.
I heard
I don't know
everything
what
you
you're
said.
trying to get me to say because I just gave you the answer on the ways you're a project.
I heard everything you just said.
Yeah.
So how does that make me a project for you?
It makes you a project in order to. You need fixing up.
I need fixing up. Oh shit.
I mean, I didn't say for me. I said, to be what I want in a person. I just said at all.
So
Like in general, not like a project for me. I'm not going to work on projects.
That's what you said though. Was I'm a project.
Yeah.
So the way I took it was I was a project for you.
No.
Okay, well then you misunderstood.
Okay. I was quite offended by that.
You're.
So he would be more offended by her saying he's a project for her than saying that he's just you would think, and if Lorne understood that, if she was saying you're a project for me, it was saying, Lorne, I want to help you improve these areas and aspects of your life so that we could be together. Because currently I can't be with you like this because it makes me nervous. This isn't what I want. But you're a project. I'm going to work on you with this. I'm going to My Fair Lady this shit, and you are going to become a refined man of trust. That's what you're going to become. But Lorne is happier to hear just that he's a project than that she's a project for him. That doesn't make sense.
You're a project for yourself. You're a project for anyone who wants to be with you. Or would consider being with you besides maybe like a trash bag.
Oh, so you wouldn't consider being with me, huh?
Well, not in the current state that you're in. And I've told you that.
So what was before?
Before what?
You knew the state that I was in before, and you still didn't go anywhere. And as a matter of fact, you came back to me after realizing that Jamie was a fake.
You came back thirsty.
Okay, well, remember this, because I've told you this plenty of times. I didn't come back to you.
Oh, so I contacted
came to tell you the truth.
Okay.
I came to tell you the truth.
Okay, you came to tell me the truth.
I didn't come back to you with the idea of being in a relationship with you. I've told you that plenty of times.
But what happened?
About what happened when?
What happened? Even though you didn't come back to be in a relationship with me, what happened?
Nothing happened.
We were starting up a relationship, weren't we?
No, we're not in it. I've told you we're not in a relationship.
Oh God.
Well, Lorne, I told you that. Did you just? I don't understand how you. Like even.
What was Alex Jones? Was he a relationship?
No.
That was just
what exactly was he?
Just a quick bang.
He was my friend.
He was getting friendly with that ass.
I'm lost at how you think that a a person is no good if they don't have money.
Yeah, get back to that. Good,
I
nice.
can't believe you think that way.
Yeah.
Who were those guys? Why were you dancing with those guys?
I'll let you get off the phone so you can go enjoy your birthday.
All right.
All right. Bye.
So just a reminder, that call started with him wanting to send Cas3y money to celebrate her birthday. He's going to send Cas3y some money, and Cas3y tells Lorne that Lorne has no money to send, and Lorne's he's in a good mood, wanting to give Cas3y something, show Cas3y that he loves her, and it ends with him being told he's a piece of shit and he's a project for anyone who's going to be with him. He is a project bitch.
I'm ready, man. Let me do this. Shit.
I'm gonna have to play that to close this stream. All right, so let's move on to call 54.
Hi.
Hello.
I forgot I unplugged it last night.
So I want to read this. We received a travel request from Mr. Armstrong requesting travel to the state of California from October 7th, 2022 to October 10th, 2022. Mr. Armstrong has stated the reason for this request is to visit you. Before Mr. Armstrong's request can be approved, I will need to verify some information regarding the proposed travel. If you are willing to do so, please let me know when would be a good day and time to reach you via telephone to gather some preliminary information. That's amazing. That's amazing.
Oh.
So, I was irritated. If I could just make sure, if she does try to call me, my phone's unplugged and I'm not going to hear it. I was pissed.
What?
I was pissed when you wouldn't call me last night. So I unplugged my phone and I turned my cell phone off last night.
Well, I mean, if I wasn't going to call you, what is unplugging the phone going to do?
Just in case you changed your mind. It wasn't going to ring.
Guys, I just need, after that 30-minute call, I just need a quick palate cleanser. It's something that you guys all love. I love it. So let's just play this real quick and then we'll get right on with it.
Hey Wes, so I'm just hanging out. I'm sick in bed and all that jazz. So yeah.
And a hoodle and a side of soup. And a hoodle and a hoodle and a hoodle and a side of soup.
Chit chat, chitty chitty bang bang, chit chat, chitty bang bang.
And a hoodle and a side of soup.
Chit chat, chitty chitty bang bang, chit chat, chitty bang bang.
Oh, monkey see, monkey do,
monkey do,
monkey see,
monkey see,
monkey do,
monkey do.
chit chat, chitty bang bang,
chit chat, chitty bang bang.
I'm sick.
Okay. All right then.
Anyway, so you want to tell me the truth?
Probably not.
So what do you think is not the truth?
I don't know. I know you sound exactly like Casey Morrow, but you're very, very. What's the word I'm looking for? You seem very much determined to not let me see you.
We purchased you a plane ticket to come see me.
Right. And you also could have done video camera, a video call, and you didn't want to. Purchase a plane
How would I
ticket to come
sound
see
exactly like Casey if I'm not Casey? That doesn't make any sense. That's impossible.
Purchase a plane ticket to come see you, but you knew that in order for me to come see you, you had to talk to Mitchell, and you didn't. And that's the
You
reason
said
I
you had
got
a
denied.
problem.
Huh? No. Because when you talked to him, I told you I wasn't going to get approved until you talked to him. I told you that.
Oh, well, I told you I talked to him so you would shut up.
Well, that's not the way to do it.
And I have talked to him before. Well, you kept bothering me. I just said, yeah, I talked to him. I thought it was pretty much a foregone conclusion that you were going to be able to fly out here.
Well, I can't fly out there and see you until you talk to him. He has to know your information.
Okay, well, you seem so confident. So I don't know.
Well, you've known that all along. They
Well,
need
now
your
you already
information.
canceled the ticket, right?
Huh?
I mean, she doesn't care. You just hear she doesn't care if she sees one. She's putting zero effort into it. She won't reply. Like if she this is every sign you need, Lorne. This is every sign you need that she's just either she's fucking with you or she doesn't care. But either way, she's putting in zero effort. Why are you trying so hard?
You already canceled the ticket?
I canceled the ticket because I only had 24 hours to cancel it and get my money back if I was going to do it. I didn't even know that until Mitchell told me.
Okay, so well, what do you want? I don't know what you want to do.
Well,
I mean, that was your to see me.
If you can call and talk to Mitchell and give him your information, the information that he needs, then as soon as I get the money back in my account, we'll purchase the ticket again. And
there was only like 1 or 2 tickets left, so we don't even know if they're going to be there now.
Well, probably going to have to put the request in all over again.
Damn it. Casey.
Oh, well, they're going to be much more expensive next time around.
Maybe.
Bob.
Jesus. I don't know why you couldn't take 10 minutes to call him. I mean, you was making such a big deal out of calling him.
You really screwed this up, dude.
Huh?
Said you really screwed this up. I don't even know what you're...
Casey, don't say that I screwed it up. It was on you. It was on you to call him.
Lorne, you fucked this whole thing up.
That's all that was needed. And I would have been approved to go. But you didn't call him. That's why he sent you the email.
Well, here's the thing. His office hours are till 4:30 your time. By the time he's leaving, I'm not even on my lunch break yet.
Okay.
So I don't know how I'm going to be able to call him during his office hours. If it's 10 minutes, can't he just to the phone on a weekend?
You've gotten up at 5 o'clock before.
I'm not getting up at 5 o'clock for that. Why can't he answer it on a weekend?
So seeing me isn't worth getting up at 5 o'clock one day? You did that one day this week to go to work?
I think she already was pretty clear and said she's not getting up at 5 a.m. to do that. So to answer your question, no, she doesn't think you're worth getting up at 5 a.m. to do that. That's too early. Casey's sleeping.
Work.
To go to work. My job.
Yeah, okay. Well, I did my job in order to be able to go out and see you.
Okay.
So you could have done your job and called him. Even if it took getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Why can't he just let me call him on a weekend then? Or why can't he stay an extra 10 minutes?
Do you like doing your job on a weekend?
But it's only 10 minutes, Lorne.
Well, do you like staying any longer than you have to?
If it's only 10 minutes, Lorne, what's the problem? You won't stay 10 minutes?
Yo, if I was this man and I was told hey, so Casey is going to talk to you, but can you stay until 4:45? I would stay until 5:30 waiting for that call, and I would record that shit. Because you just know if that call actually came in, it was going to be fucking hilarious. Yes, yes, please just give me a time. These are my suggested office hours, Casey, but whatever, anytime you want to call, please call me because I need to hear this shit.
To get you approved?
He gave you his hours. They have set hours.
Work for me is what I'm saying. He's already out of the office before I even take a break.
Okay, did you send him an email asking him if you could call him at a specific time because the 3 hours difference?
She should ask if she could video call with Mitchell so that she can wear some lingerie and be like, Lorne, I'm sure if I do that, then that'll definitely work. See how mad Lorne gets that Casey's gonna seduce this man to get Lorne to fly out.
No, because
And what's up, Cornville 3-way? Lot of mouse thing.
you said
Okay,
I could
so why
only do
not
it
try that?
those times, so I didn't do that.
Oh, you told me that sent you the email. He told me that he sent you the email with his hours. You had his hours. You had his email. You had everything, Casey. You could have sent him an email asking him, could you stay a little bit longer so that because I work until this time and with 3 hours difference, and this is the only time I can call you.
Okay.
Could have done that. Or you could have gotten up at 5 o'clock and called him. It's 8 o'clock back here. He's already working.
No, I'll email him and ask him if he can answer the phone later.
This has gotten so screwed up for no reason.
It should have been so easy, just like the air TSA call. Nothing goes right.
Simplest things.
Nothing screwed up for me. I feel fine.
I mean, Lorne's actual life, everything has kind of gone fucked up like that, though, right? Like, I mean, he not only did he get arrested, but he got arrested on the final episode of Dateline, and then he ends up on out of all the people who got arrested on Dateline, he's the one with the community of people who are listening to calls. He keeps getting catfished. He was in the Air Force and gets kicked out because he can't. So if for him he failed at whatever his job was, they would have reclassified him. Like if you get washed out of your job after failing 2 tests, they don't just kick you out. Like they're gonna put you in another AFSC, and you're gonna wait. You're gonna be called AFI until you get into that next tech school, and then you're gonna go through another job. So he probably would have had to fail 2 or 3 times before they eventually will just you're just okay. You're not fit for military service. And then the shit with Paula, and then Amanda James, like this, he's just had one. It's always just some like cartoony, crazy shit that happens to him. And then remember when he quit playing basketball?
Yeah, the simplest things. I could have been out there on the 7th through 10th, just like we planned.
Yep, and then you canceled the ticket.
It's banging.
And you know why.
Booty slapping.
Well, you should have told me that I could reach out to him outside of his office hours. I didn't know I could do that.
I don't know if you can. You got to ask him. You got to talk. You got to communicate. You're doing really sucky at communicating.
Well, I mean, it doesn't matter now. You already canceled the ticket.
Because half the time it's like you don't even want to communicate with me.
What?
We used to do small talk, and it never bothered you then. But all of a sudden, out of the blue, you don't want to do small talk. How the frig are we supposed to get to know each other without small talk?
Small talk is not getting to know each other. But small talk is what it is. It's small talk.
Yeah.
It's about your fucking welcome or your...
It's spending time together.
What?
It's spending time together.
It's
regardless
really
if it's small talk or not.
Doing nothing is not spending time together.
Huh?
It's not spending time together. It's just sitting there while 2 people are on the phone doing nothing.
Yeah, it could be video calls so we could see each other.
And just stare at each other?
Well, it doesn't bother me to look at you.
Okay, well, that's good for you. I'm just saying. The talking part, there's nothing to talk about.
No, that's when we find things to talk about.
Well, every time you want to talk, you have nothing to talk about.
Well, it's because you're not really including me in much of your life, other than you going to work and you text me while you're at work. If I text you first, and you're not trying to get involved in my life because you don't like trucking. You don't like trucking. You don't know anything about it. Well, no shit. But why not learn something about it? Get interested.
Because I'm not interested in it. It's boring.
Well, you gotta find something. Okay, but you're also not interested in anything about the Church of God, but you were interested in putting a bet against when Roy and my mom are going to die.
Yeah.
How is that interesting? That's not interesting. That's disgusting.
Interesting. What does that even mean?
That's not interesting. That's disgusting. But you got interested in putting a bet on it.
That's not what I mean by interest.
Interest is interest.
Putting the bet on your. I don't see how the two things are related. I don't even know what you're trying to say.
Well, how could you be interested in putting a bet on when somebody's going to die and not interested in something that I'm doing here?
Yeah, exactly. How are those things even related?
Because there's interest.
What?
Whoa. Okay. Well, I don't even know. That was so dumb. I don't even know what to say.
You don't ask me hardly anything about what I'm doing here.
You update me all the time. You say, "I'm home. Hey, beautiful. Hey, my truck broke down. Oh, I got a report today." What do you want me to say to that? Oh, cool.
So you mean you know what's going on in my life?
That's what's going on. Your life is so dull that the highlight of your day is picking up dinner.
Nah, it's just an update. Just to update you.
Like, what do you want me to do? I don't know what you want me to say to that.
Say anything you want. I say it to anybody else, and they say, "Huh? Is it a good dinner? Does it taste good? What you having on it?"
That's why I talk to my dog. Like when I give my dog a new treat or something, I'll be like, "Does it taste good? You like it? You like that Daisy? Is that good? Is that yours?" It's not how I talk to people. It's not how I talk to people. People eating people food.
Well, this is why I had.
Sure.
Who's a good boy?
There are other ways to talk, you know.
Who says that to you?
Hell, I talk about that with Mom, with Roy, with Paul, with Uncle Clay, Aunt Sharon, Aunt Shirley.
You call like your family members to tell them you're having dinner?
No, sometimes we call when we're eating.
How's Roy doing?
He's doing very well.
Oh, good.
I wish you'd stop asking that because of the reason that you're asking it for. That's not right, kid.
AZ, someone escort AZ out because this is fucked up. This is not a nice thing to say. First of all, it's $2 bully. He's like a guy in jail talking through the vent, just talking so that he doesn't. He's just talking so that he doesn't go insane from the loneliness. So just anything on his fucking mind. He would make me, like, if I was in that cell next to him, that would be what would make me end it. Just this constant droning on. Did I ever tell you about the repairs I did in my trailer? All right, so I pulled all the walls off, and it was just exposed pink insulation. And then what I did is I hung picture frames on, like, and he would just keep going and going. And he's one of those people that, have you ever had someone start telling you a story and you're like, "Yo, oh my God, you told me the story." So yeah, I know the story. And then they tell it anyway. They fucking tell it. You could tell the story word for word with them, and they still tell the story anyway. That's Lorne. I fucking hate it.
messed up.
Okay.
Why don't you ask how anybody else in my family is doing?
She doesn't care. She doesn't
You
care.
never asked how Roy was doing. You never asked how Roy was doing before.
Well, I didn't have a bet on his life before.
Exactly. See how disgusting that is?
She doesn't.
How's your mom?
How's your mom and Jim?
You better not have a bet on my mom.
I told you I did. I did. I do.
And do you not see how that is very wrong?
Good luck.
Huh?
So how does it taste? Does it taste good?
Did. And I do.
You did?
Okay,
You do.
if you see that is very wrong, why would you do it? And certainly, why would you ask me how they're doing?
So, what did you just say?
You didn't know. You don't know what I said?
If it's wrong, why would I do it?
What else are you paying attention to?
Nothing. Sometimes you're just so dumb. I don't even know how, I can't comprehend what you're saying.
I'm so dumb that I can't tell that you're paying attention to something else while I'm saying this.
Well, what did you say?
How can you, if you know that it's wrong and disgusting, then why are you doing it?
Well, you knew talking to a 13-year-old girl was wrong and disgusting. Why did you do that?
That was 15 years ago.
Oh? But you knew it was wrong and disgusting.
Yeah, I was out of my head at the time.
Maybe I'm just out of my head at this time.
Are you?
I must be.
Why you? What do you mean you must be? What's that mean?
Well, I mean, something must be wrong with me, I guess. Something must be wrong with me, I guess.
If your purpose for asking how Mom and Roy are because of that.
Now we're on call 55, and Lorne is looking amazing. Someone pointed out that this is a ladder. This is a ladder behind him, leaned up on. I believe this is a wall, a partition of some sort. This looks like this wall back here. Well, this looks like this is how the shed in my backyard looks on the inside. On the inside, the shed.
Don't ask.
Okay, it's not because of the bed. How's your mom doing?
It's very offensive to me.
Okay, it's not because of the bed. How's your mom doing?
She is doing very well.
God damn it.
Casey, it's not even funny. I don't know why you would think that was funny.
Casey thinks it's funny.
Not laughing.
There's somebody you're trying to impress by saying it.
It's Angel.
Like,
Call him Angel.
That right there. That is such a dumb thing to say. I don't even know. I'm trying to impress someone. I'm in my house by myself. I'm trying to impress somebody.
Well, then...
I'm talking to you on the phone. Who would I be impressing right now? Even if there was someone here,
Yourself.
They don't know you. They wouldn't know who you are. They wouldn't be able to hear your part of the conversation. So what about saying that would be impressive?
Trying to impress yourself.
Like the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Well,
trying to impress yourself. Trying to impress yourself because you think it's a smart thing to say when you know it's not.
What?
So you're trying to impress yourself because you think it's a smart thing to say when you know it's not.
I'm impressed with myself. Say that one more time slowly, or just say it in your head, go word by word. I'm trying to impress myself. Let's take that sentence right there and really look at it.
Yeah, really look at it.
I'm sorry?
I said, yeah, really look at it.
Yeah, trying to impress myself makes sense out of that.
You don't do things to try to impress yourself?
No. What do you mean? I don't impress myself. Do you ever do things that you're like, wow, I'm impressed with myself? What is that? It's just, no.
There we go.
No.
Everybody does that every day.
What?
Everybody does that every day.
Oh.
All right, guys, get out your paper and your pens or pencils because Lorne is about to run down a list of accomplishments that you could never hope to achieve. This man accomplishes more in a day than most of us are accomplishing in a month.
Oh, I didn't know that. So what do you do that impressed yourself today?
Oh, let me see. What did I do today to impress myself? Well, I got home safely. I impressed myself on that one.
Boom.
I drove safely. I didn't kill anybody. I impressed myself on that one.
Now, I gotta be honest. I work from home. I didn't drive today, so right there, that's one more thing that Lorne did impress with. A person who's a professional driver who drives for a living managed to get to and from work without leaving the road and careening into a person's house or without almost hitting a school bus. And how many of you can say the same thing? Anyone who didn't hit a house and didn't almost kill a bunch of kids at a school bus stop, put your fucking hand down.
You're impressed with for not seeing anybody?
Yeah.
I helped my boss work out tomorrow's jobs for me. I impressed myself on that one, considering I had to remember all the loads that I just did this week that got all screwed up, that they screwed up and had to get straightened out.
You're impressed with yourself for doing your job correctly and not killing someone today.
Oh, yeah. I always impress myself when I don't kill somebody.
Well, okay, that's a very low bar. Because I am not impressed when I don't kill anybody because...
That didn't quite sound right, did it? Oh, try that again. How can I say that so it sounds different? Yeah, that's not quite what I meant. What I meant was with the traffic on the interstate.
You did? You do. Go on.
No. Hang on a minute there, Will. You see what that reminds me of?
What?
You tried to tell me before that you think good in you sounds stupid. You did, you do. That is fucking retarded.
It is retarded.
And it came from Will.
Absolutely retarded.
And you're repeating what Will said.
You're the one who said it.
He sounds retarded when he says it.
You're the one who said it.
I'm not the one that said it. Will is.
Lord, that's from one of the calls of one of your catfishes.
Oh, well, whatever. At least I didn't continue it.
You fucking idiot. Yeah, no shit, it's retarded. That's why I say it.
Holy fuck.
Why do you think Will
continue saying it? Why do you keep interrupting me?
Why do you think Will said it, dumbass?
Will continue to say it.
Yeah, because it's retarded.
That's why Will continue to say it, because it's retarded.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't even remember saying it.
Probably because you were hammered.
Hey, so Hillborn has showed up, which is funny considering, I released a video sometime last year, really getting into some of the things that Hillborn has been up to. Hence the name change. We know it's you. We know it's the same person. And maybe this year, maybe we'll finally get that part 2 with Chris Hansen stepping in as we ask Hillborn, aka Reborn, to take a seat. And look who's also here, the Lorne Identity. And we will be streaming. Oh, now Hillborn has to go. I gotta go. The Lorne Identity and I will be streaming on Wednesday night. No, Thursday. One of those nights. Wednesday. I think it's Wednesday. But yeah, Hillborn has to go. I'm sure the RCMP is knocking at his door. And it takes him a while to get off the horse, so he has time to go out the back window like a coward.
Oh, that's great. You're over here all mad. That is so retarded. It's so fucking stupid. And you're the one who said it. Oh, boy. What do you
Sometimes I
think?
wonder, who it really is that you stick up for, me or Will.
It's a good
question.
Well, you seem to talk awfully high about Will.
Oh.
Are you that impressed by him?
I don't think you know what impressed means. Because
God, here we go again.
Here we go
Here
again.
we go again. Another Will thing.
What? What's a Will thing?
No, always trying to find.
Will broke this man's brain. Anyone who disagrees with him, or says that's what. Here we go again. Oh, a fucking Will thing. Well, man, I'm really hungry. Oh, you know who else was hungry? Fucking Will.
Faults.
You said it, Lord. Am I going crazy right now?
Always trying to find faults with me. Seriously, Casey. Seriously.
What?
Constantly trying to find faults with me.
I don't find them. You just have them.
Oh, and nobody else does, right?
I'm sure they do.
You notice how often I point out faults to other people's faults?
Oh,
I don't know.
Not
What
very, because what's the sense in doing that?
What?
What's the sense in pointing out people's faults when
because you're using
yourself
it
have your own faults?
Because you're the one who said, "Oh, are you impressed with Will?" And I'm saying you don't know what that word means clearly because that doesn't make any sense. And then you're like, "Don't point out my fault."
How can it not make sense?
I'm impressed.
Are you impressed with Will?
Am I impressed with him?
Yeah.
How does that make sense?
By how he always found shit about me that to try to make fun of and shit. Are you impressed by that?
No, it's not impressive.
All right, then why mention anything that he even says?
Well,
Casey's so confused right now.
I don't even. It's not impressive. You said it.
You did.
Okay, and I don't remember saying it.
So
obviously,
get it.
Obviously, I didn't see anything impressive about it. I don't even remember saying it.
Okay.
But Will sure remembered saying it, or remembered me saying it. That's all he said for a long time.
Years.
You know what, guys? Tonight we're actually going to close out with that expose of Lorne Armstrong, just the beginning part, because there were a few people who were very, very excited to see that I was exposing Reborn and that the police were at it sounded so fucking ridiculous, but there were a few people, some of them no longer in the community, who were very excited and started offering me things that they had secretly recorded to try and out Reborn. And my question was, if you had something that proved Reborn was a bad person, why are you waiting until I'm making an exposed video to put that out there? Isn't that weird? And it turned out to be some bullshit that was recorded not even between her and Reborn. There was some craziness going on. So we will close out with that video, that ridiculous video where Reborn was going to jail.
He remembers it. He sounded dumb. That's all it is. There's certainly nothing else behind it.
Why do you still go on there?
Go on where?
On there to look at it, to listen to the calls and all that stupid
They're
shit
really
on there.
funny.
They're really funny. What's
Yeah.
so funny about? What's so funny about? That's them catfishing me.
Random stuff. It's funny.
That's them catfishing me.
Yeah, that's.
But the
what's
thing
the
is, they
funny
don't
part?
even really have to do anything. All they have to do is sit on the phone and you create a scenario in your head and then get mad at them for it. So it's funny. It's like,
oh yeah.
Just like, for example, one of them, like, Ramona didn't answer the phone. No, I can't remember which catfish it was, but they let the phone ring 3 times. And I think it was Ramona. Like, you called her and she didn't pick up right away. The phone rang 3 times. And you were like, who the fuck's at your house that you're fucking right now? Because you never let the phone go that long without answering it. You went, like, completely nuts on her.
I don't remember it.
Yeah, because you're also hammered on all these calls. That's what I'm saying.
Oh.
It's funny. You were drunk as fuck. I mean, and just because you don't remember it doesn't make it less funny. You remember,
yep.
Who is it?
But why would you want to go? Why would you want to continuously go back and listen to all that stuff?
Who is it? Answer me!
Why would you want to continuously go back and listen to all that stuff?
What is his name? How did the doctor see you in your fucking tits in your panties? It's funny.
I don't see anything funny about it.
Well, because it happened to you. That's why you can't see what's funny about it. If it happened to someone else, you'd probably think it's funny. I mean, you literally were crying and saying, how did he see you in your tits and in your panties and you saw him fucking naked? And you're crying and all she did in this story is accidentally see a guy naked. And you cried about it for like 4 hours. Like, not just like sniffling, but you're full on crying. It's hilarious.
Okay, well, I forgot about it, so apparently I didn't really want to remember it either.
Yeah.
It's not been that important to me.
I mean, I don't.
Not.
Okay, that doesn't make it less funny just because you don't remember it happening.
I had a lot of rage back then, and I was taking it out a lot.
Cool. Well, it doesn't change the fact that it's funny.
It doesn't change the fact that it was recorded and put on the internet, and it's fucked up. All those people are fucked up.
And I didn't put it on the internet. I don't care who did. I'm just saying they're funny.
But you're allowing them to continue putting this stuff on there by watching this shit.
No, it's already on there.
So it helps that they get another click from you to go on and watch them all again.
People watch them all day long, Lorne. If I don't watch them, that doesn't remove them from the internet, you know? Clicks don't matter.
Oh, bless
me.
you. Bless you, Angel.
I was impressed with myself in that scene.
I don't think Lorne got it. Wow, I impressed myself with that sneeze.
I don't know if you heard me or not.
Oh, no. That's a trolling.
Oh, do what you want. Watch them if you want to.
I will.
I think it's
I
just like you want to. I think it's messed up that you would want to.
Well, I did, and I do.
So when are you going to get tired of watching them?
Probably not.
I don't even think I'm like 5% of the way through them all. There's so many. Every conversation you've ever had over the past, like, I don't know, since like 2015 or whenever you started talking to Ramona or
Emma?
Miss Vincent or something like that. So like before that even, like I'm not even a quarter of the way through.
So when are you going to get tired of them?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I don't, probably never, I guess. I don't really know.
Hello?
Hello?
All right, we've got one more call after this one, and then we're gonna end with the with that expose video before we close out for the night. And I'm streaming with TLI. We're gonna finish off the rage call that we started. I think it was last week, maybe the week before. We're gonna finish off part 2 of that this Wednesday at 5:30 p.m. Pacific.
Hi.
Hi.
Roy just left me a voicemail about a half hour or so ago. He said that he's seeing stuff on YouTube, and he says that it's being put on by you, and he says it's really Xavier that I'm texting with.
What?
He says it's Xavier? What do you mean it's put on by me?
He said that it's being posted by you.
Well, that's not true.
That it's
Tell
really,
him to send you a screenshot of it then.
well, no, he's drunk. Go figure. So, but I'm not going solid on what he says because one, he's drunk, and two, was he said something about saying that I said that you had a hot ass or something like that.
You guys, you can't blame Lorne because he was just out of his head. Hit it, fastball.
Was I out of my head? Was I out of my mind? How could I have ever been so blind? I was waiting for an indication. It was hard to find. Don't matter what I say, only what I do. I never mean to do bad things to you. So quiet, but I finally woke up. If you're sad, then it's time you spoke up too.
Isn't that basically every time Lorne apologizes? That would fastball summed it up. Years before Lorne did it. They are Negro Damas.
But it was something I don't remember saying through text or over the phone. So that's why it doesn't sound solid to me. I want to confront you about it and let you know that's what he's telling me.
Okay.
That's why I just sent you a text saying you need to give me your real number and something more to get me secure here so I don't have to deal with this shit.
No.
See, Casey, why don't you want to be real with me?
I'm being real. If you don't believe I'm real, then you can go away. That's fine. You've had my real number before and you blew it. So, is there anything else?
How did I blow it?
By showing that you were a pedophile.
I said I gave you what I said I would give you.
Okay. Is there anything else?
I just read it the wrong way.
Okay. So Roy says I'm putting things on YouTube. I'm not putting anything on YouTube. Is there anything else you need?
No, I believe you. I believe you. But is Xavier hacking into your shit?
No. How would I know if he is?
Go online and see if there's anything on there that you and I have texted. And
well, there isn't.
Put on there. See if it came from your phone.
All right. Anything else?
No.
What did Roy say was online?
I don't know. That's the first one I deleted, so I don't know what he said on the first one. I could tell that he was drunk.
Well, then why didn't you get confirmation prior to this conversation?
Well, he's saying that his name is being put online.
Yeah, you introduced him to Sue, so of course his name's being put online.
Well, I know, but he's saying it's coming from you.
Well, it isn't.
Well, I didn't.
It is.
So I'm pretty sure this was the video that I made because of some fucked up stuff that happened. I didn't know there was a troll going on. Someone like I was like tricked into making that. I'm not gonna say trick, but I didn't know there was a troll going on. And yeah, the way it all came together, it was fucked up. Like someone tried to use me, and that's how later the whole Reborn expose actually came about. It was a work, but yeah. So that might be what they're discussing, but I'm not sure.
Tell them to provide you proof it's coming from me. I'd love to see it.
All right. I don't have any worries then. I believe you.
Actually, Blue Boy or Reborn could answer that. I don't know if they've ever actually said what they were discussing.
No, I want to see some proof.
Well, I want to see some proof too.
Yeah, so tell him to give you some proof, and then I'll call you back.
He's drunk, Casey. So
then why did I need to call you? You didn't believe him.
What and what?
Why did I need to call you if you did not believe what he was saying?
Well, because I wanted to verify it with you because it irritated me.
All I said was no. How did I didn't even verify it.
You were being adamant about asking why Roy was so attractive, or why I thought I was more attractive than Roy.
How did I even verify it to you? All I said was no to me.
I said you were being adamant about why I thought I was more attractive than Roy. So it all just came at the wrong time. Okay, fine. I believe you, all right? Just relax, my God. He's drunk, so I wanted to verify by you that it's not, huh?
How do you want me to verify it's not me?
That's actually true. Chupa Grandson, I did $700 worth of editing for Reborn, and I told him not to worry about it. I just wanted some of the meatballs, the Canadian meatballs that he makes with real maple syrup in the barbecue sauce. I like to put that in my coffee too. And he was like, yeah, and never saw the meatballs, never saw any poutine, and the episodes of Degrassi that he said he had on VHS turned out to just be some weird genie porn. So all around disappointment.
Because I believe you when I hear you say that it's not you.
Okay, why did I need to call you to say that? I could have just texted it to you.
Right. But when I hear your voice, I know it's you. When I see text,
obviously.
I'm not always sure of exactly who I'm talking to because I know Xavier hacks into phones.
Okay, well, give me some proof that I'm the one posting it.
Huh?
Ask Roy for proof that I posted it.
Well, I'll ask him, but I ain't asking him now. He's drunk.
Ask him right now.
I tried calling him already. He's not answering the phone. It goes to his voicemail.
He's
banging. I think you're lying. I think this is a ploy to get me on the phone to talk to you.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
You think that all you want.
Taking that bait. I'll talk to you later. Text me the proof, okay? Bye.
Bye.
Roy didn't answer because Roy was busy banging. Roy didn't have time to answer the phone when he's smashing ass. He's not trying to get on the phone with Frank. He was banging. Don't bother me when I'm banging. That's the bumper sticker that would be on his vehicle if he was legally able to drive. This is the last call for the night. Call 57.
Hello.
I just got your text. What the fuck's the matter with you?
Uh-oh.
Fucking pissed off. You've barely fucking talked to me at all, Casey, today. And that fucking piece of shit, he keeps putting shit in your goddamn head. And you can't tell me that he's not, because you already told me that he is.
You don't even know if I talked to him today, dumbass.
Did you? I guarantee you did.
Oh, you can guarantee it? Well, I did it.
You almost forget that Alex Jones is a part of this story. It's kind of like he just had a 4-match arc. You know, he just is just going to come in, he's gonna do 4, and then he's gone, and all of a sudden he just like pops back up, and the jealousy and the rage is still there.
Well, that's a fucking surprise.
That's a shock.
Usually you can't go a day without talking to him and asking for his advice and his opinion on everything. Usually you're out on Friday night with him, so he can have his free little getaway weekend with you.
Free little getaway weekend, huh?
Oh, yeah, for him.
Dragon Words, is that a Wills Ontario reference? Are you talking Kroll Show?
Him. Free for him. Stays at your fucking house all weekend. Gets his fucking face in your
We don't tuck in our blouses here, Mom. It's not Saskatoon.
ear and tells you all kinds of shit. You seem to stick up for the fucking cocksucker all the goddamn time. You certainly stand by him.
Well, don't call him a cocksucker.
No, he's a cocksucker.
You're a cocksucker.
No, I'm not.
Out of the two of you, you're the only one who's had a nasty.
Listen to you. Listen to you, Casey.
You're the only one who's
standing up
stepped
for
on
him
a
again.
dildo.
You're standing up for him again.
Which one of you two has a picture online licking a dildo?
Oh,
Wow.
there you go.
That's a pretty fair question. That's a pretty fair question. Lauren, I'm gonna need you to answer that question.
Fucking stand up for him some more, Casey.
Well, you're the one calling him a cocksucker.
God forbid anybody say something bad against Alex Jackass Jones.
A good one.
The amazing theorist.
The amazing theorist.
That's got the government after him. So he has to stay at Casey's house on the weekends. The government can't get him at his house during the week. It's just on the weekends. They can find him at his house on the weekend, so he's got to hide at Casey's house. That makes a lot of fucking sense.
Why the government
you probably
wants
never thought about that.
What?
Huh? So you probably never thought about that, did you? That government can get him at his house during the week?
That's not why.
The guys who are in charge of getting Alex, they only work on the weekends. That Alex Jones has connections, and he got that information. The 2 guys who are in charge, they're part-time workers. They're just part-time guys. So Saturdays and Sundays are the only days they're allotted to pick up Alex Jones. If he's at Casey's house, then their hands are tied, just like hers are, because they be doing BDSM shit on the weekends. So he's not in restraints, but she is.
Why is he staying at my house?
That's what you told me. You're protecting your friend.
He's staying at my house so he doesn't drive when I'm drunk. He doesn't like to do that, unlike you.
You bashed it.
There you go. Protect him some more.
Hey, legs.
Protect him from what? Are you going to kill him?
From me talking bad about him, Casey.
Not really protecting him.
Gotta stick up for him.
Only because you're talking shit about my friend.
Well, look at what your fucking friend's doing.
Say? Yeah, he's a cocksucker.
Look at what your friend's doing, Casey. He's talking shit about me. You sticking up for me to him? No, you're not. Instead, you're doing what he tells you to.
No, I don't.
You do till you change your damn number. I know he's probably told you more shit.
Slutty.
Dude, you have a document that says you fantasize about children.
How disgusting and slutty can you be? Changing your phone number. Why don't you just bend over and spread your butthole? Disgusting.
I made the decision myself. I don't want you to have my number.
Alex Jones has it.
Yeah, whose advice was that?
Everyone's advice.
Everyone. Well, you pointed out it was
Everyone will
Alex's
tell me not
advice.
to give you my number.
You pointed out it was Alex's advice, so that I wouldn't sue you in case I thought it was catfishing you.
I made the choice. I asked him if I did the right thing, and he said yes.
And then we laughed, we drank a bottle of champagne, and made love until the early hours. Lorne, I don't understand what the problem is.
What did you ask?
And what's going on, Majestic Falcor? Welcome, guys. I don't know if you know, but Majestic Falcor has been doing a lot of long streams and pretty much every day, every other day. So if you guys aren't subscribed to Majestic Falcor, make sure you check him out. I will, I'll post your link.
Him for?
What do you mean?
Why would you ask him?
Because he's my friend and he gives me good advice. Who do you want me to ask?
So you couldn't make the decision without asking him.
I did make the decision, and then I asked him if I did the right thing.
Because you didn't trust me.
Yeah.
Right.
Just like you don't trust me that I'm telling you the truth about this.
About this.
Correct.
You need the proof. And you need the proof, and you keep backing up. You know that I'm trying to get you the proof. You know that I have not backed up on anything that I have said.
Everyone
you know
wants proof, Lorne. I trust multiple professionals who have no reason to lie.
You know the extent that I'm going to get the proof for you.
Oh yeah, going to buy Powerball tickets. You're trying very hard. You have the proof right now?
Jesus Christ, Casey, I can't. What do you want me to do? Go to probation and say, you get that right now.
Yeah,
because
you said you're trying
wants it right now.
Yeah, go do that. That's exactly what I want you to do.
Yeah, because Casey wants it right now. It has to happen.
If you want to talk to me all day, then yeah, that's what I need. I'm not interested in talking to someone who fantasizes about little girls. So yeah, I need the proof now.
I guess you should have been talking to me then, shouldn't you?
Are you?
No, Laura. See, I think what she means is, remember when on your birthday you went and got arrested because you tried to bang that child? She's probably talking about that because she's not letting that shit go. She a bitch. She should let that shit go, right, Lord?
Acknowledging that you fantasize about little girls?
I said you should have been talking to me because I don't fantasize about them.
Oh, Lord.
I don't fantasize about them, Casey.
Oh, it sounded like you said I shouldn't be talking to you.
I said you should have been talking to me.
Oh, it sounded like you said I shouldn't be.
Well, it didn't say I shouldn't.
Oh, I thought you said I shouldn't be.
I said you should have been talking to me.
Oh, okay. I thought you said I shouldn't be.
You keep backing up, Casey.
This is like duck season, rabbit season from that fucking Looney Tunes episode. But Lorne would keep going if she just kept saying it. He would just keep going with it because he doesn't give a shit. This is quantity time, girl. I want that quantity time.
Yeah.
When you know damn well I'm telling you the truth.
I don't know damn well you're telling the truth. I trust the professionals who have no reason to lie. Given your previous charge, it makes perfect sense that you would fantasize about children, Lorne. It makes perfect sense to me. I have no reason to suspect that a psychological doctor, a probation officer, and a polygraph test person are the ones lying. You're the one who's lied to me many times. As far as I know, they're not liars. And because you've been charged for pedophilia before, and you're on a sex offender registry, it makes perfect sense that I would need proof for anyone in the world who wants to talk to you. Everyone needs proof that you're not a dangerous person.
How much money is Xavier paying you?
You have real life underage victims, Lorne.
Bring up perverted justice. Bring up perverted justice.
It really is unfucking believable.
It really is unfucking believable.
It really is unfucking believable.
I've been honest with you about the whole fucking thing. Even told you.
I don't know that, Lorne. You can say that all you want. I don't know that.
Have I changed my story at all?
Yeah.
No.
Do you think you'd be able to tell something from that?
No. You actually have changed your story.
You know that I've been pissed off about this before you even noticed anything about it.
Lorne, you've actually changed the story many times. First you said it was Sean, then you said it wasn't Sean. It changes.
Yeah, I know, and that was my fault because I was super pissed off at Sean at the time, and everything was Sean's fault at the time.
Yeah, so you've changed it multiple times already.
Keep fucking saying shit, Casey. It doesn't matter. I didn't fucking say it anyway. So.
Great. Well, then I hope to see that on the proof.
Oh, you'll see it on the proof, but you're backing up so fucking much. The thing is, you know.
Why wouldn't I? I'm not going to get closer to a sexual predator.
Well, then you should keep fucking getting closer to me then.
The story about the high school girls has changed multiple times too.
No, sure it is.
Then the question the polygrapher asked, you changed also.
No, sure it is. Everything's fucking changed. I try to fucking be completely honest.
I'm telling you what you've changed about your story.
I try to remember.
Did.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't need to go through it again because I already told you how my memory is.
You said it, not me.
Think about it. Yeah. But as far as that, I've been pissed off about that since the first time I read it.
Whereas Wildo, I would love to see Lorne go on Murray, so Murray could ask, so that Murray could get the lie detector results while Mama Gwen is sitting on one side of him, and Casey and the robot and Ramona, all of them are sitting on the other side, and they get to ask Lorne questions. Because Lorne, he's going to learn a dance because he's going to expect to be telling the truth and get to do his dance, but he won't. He's going to run off stage onto that crying couch, the liar's couch.
Because now it's a photo of your nephew, but before it was the high school crush. You lie so much you can't even keep it straight.
I said it was the high school what?
Girls.
The part about seeing the minor naked?
Yeah.
That was my nephew. That's the only one that I've seen naked, a picture of naked.
And
that's
you said
the only one.
Psych report. You said this. You told me the psych report proved that you were misdiagnosed, and you said it was going to exonerate you.
Yeah. And what did I think? I didn't say it was going to exonerate me. You fucking threw that out on your own.
And yet you were pissed about it at the time you got it, as I can see through the emails you sent. And you see right now how the story's changing?
No, not on my end, it's not. I didn't say it, Casey, so you can believe what you fucking want, So you keep fucking backing up, and by the time we get the proof, you can be backed up so much, I don't know if there's going to be a chance for us anyway, because you just keep backing up.
Well, that's the risk that we have to take, unfortunately, because I'm not going to keep getting close to you if you're a pedophile.
Well, I'm not, so you should keep getting close to me.
Well, I'll see that on the proof.
Hopefully we get the proof soon. Because you get Alex in your ear fucking whispering everything. Don't tell me you don't, because you already told me you did.
So is that why Lorne rushed to get the evaluation to her without reading it? Because he was... So this is pre-evaluation, right? And that is it for our Casey catch up for tonight. Next up, we are going to play. We are going to look at the noise. We are going to get into the expose of Lorne Armstrong from 2022 that some of you probably thought was over, but I've got news for you. It is not. So first, we're going to start with the teaser that came out one day before, and there was a reason for it, because I knew once that teaser came out that certain people would come to me and try and give me information so they could shit talk this person. Anyway, But while I load that up, we're gonna play more of that fastball song, and let me just set it up here. Give me just a minute.
Sometimes I feel like I am drunk behind the wheel of possibility, however it may roll. Give it a spin, see if you can somehow factor in. You know there's always more than one way to say exactly what you mean to say. Was I out of my head? Was I out of my mind? How could I have ever been so blind? I was waiting for an indication. It was hard to find. Don't matter what I say, only what I do. I never mean to do bad things to you. So quiet, but I finally woke up. If you're sad, then it's time you spoke up too.
All right. So I mean, there were a couple of indications that this should have been bullshit. One of them being that it was on this channel, which I didn't even use this channel at that time. I really only used this for live streaming. If there was a real expose or something going on, it would be on my actual West Moast channel. There's a reason I separate these two channels. Anyway, let's watch. This was the teaser that came out one day before, and there were some people who were really upset. They really thought that like Reborn had done some crazy shit, and because of the sad music, people were willing to believe it. Like without Reborn saying anything, without any proof being shown, people were ready to believe that Reborn was up to some crazy shit. You might think you know Lorne Armstrong. He may be your favorite catfish. Hell, he might be your favorite YouTuber, period. But how much do we really know about Reborn? Why and how has he been allowed to stay so close to Lorne Armstrong? And just the real Canadian mounted police?
It's time to have a seat. That's right. Right over there.
This is the end. You'll feel reborn. And and I sent this to Reborn like before I put it up, and he thought it was hilarious. And I didn't think anyone would believe it, but people were like excited to hear why the Royal Canadian Mounted Police and the person like tied up and shit. So the next day was when the actual video came out. And when it started, there were certain people who were already like in my inbox, oh my God, this is amazing. And yeah, so what's up? Do you want to hear the story about how I went from making Lorne videos 3 years ago to working with Chris Hansen and the Canadian authorities to solve a 6-year-old cold case? Or maybe you want to hear the real story about why Lorne Armstrong took his channel down in February 2022. What if I told you that both stories were the same? All year long, I've heard that Reborn is talking shit. Reborn is planning an expose video. Reborn can't keep my name out of his mouth. So you'll forgive me if I'm taking this one personally, because I can only be pushed so hard before I push back. Since Reborn wants smoke, I have no problem admitting that I'm the one who lit the fire on this powder keg of an investigation that could see Reborn behind bars for 3 to 5 years. Oh shit. And since I knew he would bring along his miscreant crew of Lorne lovers, I thought it was only fair that I get a squad together too.
What people don't understand is that what he did is illegal. I've seen the proof myself.
I don't think I have ever been more disappointed or angry.
When I found out what he had done, I knew I had to do something.
Hey, Reborn, why don't you keep scrolling about me in your little burn book? Because after this gets out, the only gate you'll be keeping is the gate to the Saskatoon Correctional Center. You might think this is the beginning, but I promise you, this is the end. And this time, you won't be reborn.
Welcome to Have a Seat with Chris Hansen tonight from New York. Welcome to another edition of The Equalizer.
Because I tried being sweet, and it didn't fucking work. So let's try salt.
Hey, Reborn, Chris Hansen here. It's time to have a seat. That's right, right over there.
Cause it's West Moast and it's here for us. Salty and dangerous. Come on.
You might think you know Lorne Armstrong. He may be your favorite cat.
Wes, have you never touched a brick before? They feel like sandbags. Yeah, I loved.
So I sent this to Reborn, and when it first started doing the fake buffering thing, he thought I privated the video. He thought I privated the video partway through. And then it just takes a couple seconds for Kennedy to start talking.
The fact that Wes just kept trolling.
Yeah.
West Moast,
Why are you
shut
yelling
your
at me?
mouth right now, you dirtbag, or I'll block you forever.
And that's basically all I wanted to show. So yeah, you do. Good luck. So yeah, part two will be coming this year. And I know Reborn feels like he got away, but this time it's totally for real, guys. This time Reborn's actually going to prison. So make sure that you're on the lookout. You're on the lookout for that. So guys, thank you so much for joining me tonight. I will be back on Wednesday night with TLI. And then probably, no, I'm going to trick you again, guys. I'm totally going to get you. And then probably again on Friday. But I will post if I am. If I don't see you before then, as always, sleep.
Fuck all of you motherfuckers! Good day, you fucking assholes!
Casey, I don't wanna buy you drugs. Like you so much better when you're not fucked up. Boy, you're just a little too much like that. Whoa, 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 whoa. Casey, I don't wanna fall in love. Thought I had the time, but it's just not enough. Boy, I don't tend to give no trust like that. Whoa, 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 whoa. I stay adamant with.
I'm ready, man. Let me do this. Shit. This is for Deshawn, East Lawn, Lil' Mama and her friends. Lisa, Teresa, Maria, Tia, Leah, and Kim. I love y'all bros. No disrespect to my dogs, but I love y'all bros. Yeah, I love y'all bros. To the ladies having babies, without no drama. To my niggas, what figure say I love my baby mama. I bought them shoes, them tattoos, and even fix your breasts. I put you inside the flash ride, put an S on your chest.
This is for the ones who out with it and be putting their mouth on it and suck everything out of it, then they catch it and swallow it. I'm Lil Weezy for sheezy, I'm off the heezy, believe me. See me, I squeeze in between it and then I leave it so greasy. When I come through in a Rolls Royce, leave them with no choice but to hop up in it, then just let me make they throat moist. Ruby red and black, it just carry a nigga. Give me 3 minutes, make me push if you wanna marry a nigga. What?
A project bitch, give me a hood rat chick, one that don't give a fuck and say she took that
This song is for your own security. I'm coming after you, so be afraid of me. I know your life story, I could write a book. This is a stalker song, and this is a hook.
This song is for your own security. I'm coming after you, so be afraid of me. I know your life story, I could write a book. This is a stalking song, and that was the hook. I'ma tell you a secret I've been dying to tell. I first saw you, and in love I fell. Now this is no childhood crush. I know where you live and take hair from your brush. Sometimes at night I wait outside. In your backyard there's places to hide. I hop your fence and throw your dog a bone. I go there all the time when you're not at home. Remember that time you were late to work? I snuck in your closet and stole your shirt. I put it on and started dancing around. I wear it under my clothes and hit the town.
This song is for your own security. I'm coming after you, so be afraid of me. I know your life story, I could write a book. This is a stalker song, and this is a hook.
This song is for your own security. I'm coming after you, so be afraid of me. I know your life story, I could write a book. This is a stalking song, and that was the hook.
Now let's avoid that restraining order and synchronize our schedules for next quarter. If you could see those pictures in my room, you know what we look like as bride and groom. And at our wedding, I'll raise my glass. We can reminisce on my creepy past. We'll have 3 kids and move to the city. We'll be living large just like P. Diddy. 10 years from now, we'll still be together on the beach in Cancun enjoying the weather. That's how I see us living our life. You'll be the husband and I'll be your wife. This song is for your own security. I'm coming after you, so be afraid of me. I know your life story, I could write a book. This is a stalker song, and this is a hook.
This song is for your own security. I'm coming after you, so be afraid of me. I know your life story, I could write a book. This is a stalking song, and that was the hook.
Please take this as one last warning. I'm obsessed with you. There's no stopping me. I can't control the things I do. This song is for your own security. I'm coming after you, so be afraid of me.
Casey, Casey, Casey. Casey, 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 Casey. C-A-S-E-Y. 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 Casey. Casey, 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 Casey.